You gotta learn to butt chug that.
All right.
Faster, right to the system.
Deep breaths, everybody. Especially you, D-line.
I think I'm hyperventilating. More like hyperventilating. Give me a paper bag.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the free agency watch-along. We're coming to you live from the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota is the official vehicle of DNVR. 30 minutes away from when you can officially, I don't even know what it is, negotiate, talk with other teams.
Well, that's the thing. Nuggets have been waiting. Nobody has talked to any free agents yet.
Right.
So.
Dude, what if they've actually like reformed the league and like really it's this countdown to people like just starting to dial the phone for the first time?
But we're live. We'll be live for the next hour at least.
Yeah.
Reacting to every rumor, trade, signing, anything the Nuggets do. And,
anything at all.
Anything.
Yeah, we'll react to anything.
Anything at all.
Personal insults.
If they change the lights at Ball Arena, the color scheme.
Oh, God, did
between
they?
now- I don't know,
that
but
you
if
were-
they do,
okay.
I'll let you know.
Yes, we'll be here every step of the way. Shout out to everybody hanging out in the Toyota chat.
Shout them out, man.
Let me introduce the panel today. I'm Harrison Wynn. That's Adam Morris.
Hey, everybody. I am nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the draft. We've had the end of the year, everything else. But this kind of does feel like turning the page.
Yeah.
And I'm worried what lies ahead on the next page. But I'm also excited. I'm going to be optimistic.
That's D-line.
That's right. Is free agency half full? Is it half disappointing?
Right now, it's Schrodinger's free agency.
It really is, dude.
Yeah, it's both terrible and awesome.
Well, it's funny because I obviously have visibility into what all of our beats are doing for this, and like every beat has like the same 5 guys that they're after.
Oh, yeah. This
I'm
is
like, oh,
Luke Kennard
God.
season, man.
This is like the hottest Luke Kennard has ever been.
Oh,
Yeah. That's Brendan Vogt over there.
How's it going, fellas? Excited for... Yeah, I mean, listen.
It could be good.
You couldn't even muster it.
No,
I'm sensing some real nervous energy on the panel
I
right
like
now.
doing the show with you guys.
Hey,
I can say that to start the show, for sure.
Okay, well, we have some Nuggets rumors that we need to hit off the bat. We might also talk a little LeBron, and we'll keep tabs on everything. Kale is behind the 1s and 2s. He will alert us also if any news breaks here.
Special K.
Let's start
Shams
with
wows.
the aforementioned Luke Kennard, though. Per Mark Stein, the Nuggets are interested. I think this would probably be the taxpayer mid-level exception. The one they signed Dario to last year, that they have the ability to work with. They've got that and minimum contracts. But Nuggets interested in Luke Kennard, according to Mark Stein. A bunch of teams sound like they're going to be in on him. What do you think of Luke Kennard, guys?
Well, real quick, I will just say that I have heard, for whatever it's worth, that there are a lot of teams in Denver is not necessarily believed to be first in line there. So not saying it won't happen, but they're
They're
teams.
in line, just not first.
They might not be first in line for Luke Kennard. This is free agency now.
Yeah.
We're just begging for Luke Kennard. My top line thought on Luke Kennard, I'm not the biggest fan. Denver needs shooting. I think he would absolutely crush for the Nuggets in the regular season. They need shooting. He would arguably be their 6th best player on the roster, arguably, at least as presently constructed. But the Nuggets, as much as I hate to admit it, they don't really need help in the regular season. They need a little help, for sure. But what they really need is to win a championship, and I just worry that Luke Kennard is the type of guy that would not be as playable as we're all hoping your 6th man would be in a postseason.
But he does bring shooting to the table, Vogt.
I was going to say, can I ask you then, let's say the playoffs started tomorrow. They don't, of course. Julian, just to reiterate, they don't.
Start for a
be
long
quick.
time.
Pretty quick.
You're like next
Do you
week. when
trust?
they-
Do you who's more playable in a playoff setting, Julian Strawther or Luke Kennard?
Probably Luke Kennard.
So that's just the argument, right? You
Yeah.
have a shooter that actually maybe would play.
But you would know third option coming in a distant third is both, which in this scenario you would actually need both of them to be
Or
playable.
That's
the
great.
most likely one, neither.
or neither. Just even more minutes. But no, you are right. I mean, this is the thing, right? Denver's not in the best spot right now in terms of depth, so he would be the sixth best player. It's just when you talk about what does Denver really need, they do need shooting, but they also need guys that can. Luke Kennard couldn't play this year in the postseason.
Right.
You know, he's actually struggled recently
Right.
in that capacity, and they haven't even gone that deep. You know, the deeper you go, the more you need
Kennard
it.
from
Good point.
three these last couple of years. 43%, 45%, 49%, 54%.
He's a laser, man.
An absolute laser. I mean, he'd arguably just step in as the best shooter or one of the best shooters on this team. And like you
No,
said,
he'd be number one.
their sixth best player. You're just getting your sixth best player right now. It seems like they could do worse to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you worry about like, okay, how much of an impact is this guy making in a playoff series? What do you think, Delon?
Well, we like floated the idea of Luke Kennard, and I got pretty well roasted for even suggesting him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like, I'll say he would not be my target. He would most assuredly not be my target. But the upside, you understand. And again, we are in a very much like beggars and choosers sort of place with the Nuggets roster. You know, I mean, but it is beggars and choosers, but they don't have to be desperate. And I don't think that represents desperation, but I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on it.
Okay.
not the single best move they
Everybody's a
could
little
make,
mixed
too.
on
Yeah.
it, it seems.
I do think Luke Kennard represents par, though, because there are scenarios where it's less exciting than that. And Luke Kennard would be, I will say this, there would be reason for optimism with him. I think he helps you out in the regular season.
And
I-
imagine him playing off Jokic, too. Just the open looks he'd get.
he'd be getting open looks, or maybe even off of a picket in the second lineup.
Just throwing it out.
like
Here
that,
we
just
go.
throwing it
Throwing
out.
Yeah.
I think he would help you against Charlotte. You know, I think he would
Yep.
help you against
Okay.
Utah.
Okay.
And I think he'd help you against Washington.
We've lost to those teams many times.
Washington Wizards, I think he helps you
We
out
need help there.
in the scenario. And we're kind of laughing at this, but that is important. I am worried about the Nuggets winning 50 games this last season, and it took a lot out of Jokic. It took a lot out of Aaron Gordon. It took a lot out of the guys that played heavy minutes. So it is important to have innings eaters who get you there in the regular season. And he could be playable in certain playoff
He could
series.
be.
And Denver has made it work, to your point, Vogt, with a Julian Strother in the postseason, so they could make it work with zone and different things. They put so much pressure on you offensively. But when I look at it, I do say Denver, I think, needs athleticism. They need shooting, but they need athleticism. They need defense. He checks one of the boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a guy that absolutely provides you with the most magical word on anyone's lips when they talk about the NBA: spacing.
Yeah, he
Oh,
provides
so much
That's a
spacing.
spacing.
That's
Yeah.
a spacing jet.
So much spacing.
That is
The
the-
gravity. So
Well,
much gravity.
His gravity is quite immense, and it provides quite a bit of spacing.
So yeah, I think it'd be a good signing. I think it'd be a very solid one. Like he'd be good for the Nuggets.
Yeah.
What if it came at the expense of Bruce Brown? Because it's an MLE. We're talking about that would be the MLE guy.
I have Bruce ranked above him on my big board of Nuggets free agents, but I have Luke Kennard too. Do you have my big board there? Yeah. Here are my top 10 free agents for the Nuggets that are realistic. Let me know what you guys think of this list. Bruce Brown, Luke Kennard, Torian Prince, Gary Trent,
I mean, on those two.
Boucher, Larry Nance, Amir Coffey, Doug McDermott, Jordan Clarkson, D'Anthony Melton.
What's funny is I actually like the list of players, but I definitely have the order pretty different. I'd have Chris Boucher quite a bit lower.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Boucher fan. Some of these other guys, I mean, Jordan Clarkson, I'd have higher. I just don't.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson was
He
a
just
late addition
became-
to this list.
he
so
just
he's,
became available.
He probably would be higher.
Bro, that's the
probably
other
would be
crazy thing about this is that the best free agents list is changing
Rapidly.
day by day. Yes, like all of a sudden Jordan Clarkson's on there. All of a sudden DeAndre Ayton's on there. All of a
Right.
sudden guys that are just getting bought out, which can you do that? Is that allowed? People are allowed to buy people
Dario
out?
Saric, come on down.
Yeah.
Let's go to another Nuggets rumor here that came across the timeline this morning.
Please.
One that I'm kind of shocked by, Cam Whitmore
Right.
of the Rockets. The Rockets have been up to a lot the last couple of days. It seems like they're having a great free agency. They might get Dorian Finney-Smith as well today after getting Kevin
They're also
Durant.
tied to Luke Kennard as well.
They're
right?
also tied to Luke Kennard, who isn't. They're kind of reshaping their roster. But now it seems like they might be looking to get off Cam Whitmore. And according to, I believe it was Mike Scotto, who's always locked into Nuggets rumors. I think Mark Stein might have said something about it as well. The Nuggets might be interested in Cam Whitmore.
What is the deal? Is there a new front office in place in Houston? It seems like they're like
No, it's the same one, I think.
They're just getting aggressive after a great year.
Well, they had a great year, but they're like, it seems like they're getting rid of one type of player and like changing their philosophy.
Maybe Udoka has a say in that as well. I mean, Cam Whitmore is a classic. People in that fan base, certain people wanted him to play more. You know, the coach didn't feel like maybe he could try. Like Cam Whitmore's talent's off the charts. We've seen him at Summer League, fellas. And he came off an injury, so he slid a bit in the draft. That guy moves different.
Yeah.
I mean, he just moves different. But it's talent versus can I trust you sort of in a game we need to win in a playoff setting. And I think Udoka decided no on the two players you've mentioned. But also to Wind, I mean, they're just loaded. Like they've got a lot. They had trouble getting him and Shepherd on the floor to begin with. So maybe they're just viewing him as a piece they can part with.
Yeah. The story on Whitmore is 21 years old, young guy, prospect for sure, crazy offensive talent.
He's so skilled,
but
man.
he seems a little wild to be trusted with minutes on like a contending team. That's where the Rockets have run into trouble with him. And look, they're very deep as well, so maybe there's just been no opportunity. But crazy offensive talent. I don't know what really the rest of his game would look like in Denver, but he's got a lot of tools. He's got a lot in his bag. He'd be some offensive juice for Denver for sure.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. A wild card. But I look at it this way. Let's say Russ is not coming back, which right now I think is everyone's assumption. Someone has to have a little juice off the bench here.
Absolutely.
And so if it's not Julian who grows into it, someone who could just go get a bucket. I mean, he would provide that in a way no one off the bench did last year, save for Russ in certain contexts. And Cam's bag, right? Cam's a hooper, and he's a guy who can make it look really pretty, but all kinds of questions about approach and fit and trust this early in his career.
Yeah.
I think this is by far, of all the rumors we've kind of seen, like somewhat realistic rumors, this one is the most exciting.
Yep.
And I say that as in both ways. Exciting because he is so talented and he's young. He'd be the youngest player on the roster. He's 2 years younger than Peyton Watson.
Dang.
He's really young.
He is really young.
He's really young. Even though he's been in the league for 2 years, he was drafted young. He's so talented. He's so skilled that you could see him being a great player. The problem is he's my least favorite type of player.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem like a natural Jokic type of player either.
I don't know that he would be brought in to be that, though. He
That's
might
a
be
good
brought
point.
in to
That's a
be
good
like our
point.
bench needs some sauce to it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And he's the guy we're going to go get. But inevitably, you're going to play. I think he's a guy Jokic would not love. I think he would be frustrating. He doesn't really have a great sense of what's a good shot and what's a bad one. He is a guy that on a team that had a lot of young players in Houston, he was on the outs. And they played other guys that didn't really get it. But he was he was even behind them. So to me, he has incredible like disruption and bust potential. But of all the guys we're talking about realistically, he also has he could be really valuable to Denver because he does know how to score and he's a super athlete.
Chat's calling him our Benedict Mathurin, which is kind of a good way of looking at it.
Benedict Matherin's so much more like wants to be the right thing. And maybe I don't know Cam Whitmore personally.
Sure.
But when you watch him play, Benedict Mathurin almost has the like looking around like, is it okay if I go now?
Right.
Whereas
Hey, Cam Whitmore's like, I'm going.
no, he has the more of like, was I not supposed to go there?
Right. It's already been done.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So he would be, I think, a very frustrating but exciting. He would be a new J.R. Smith in some ways.
Yeah.
They're different styles. He's more like getting downhill and
Wild
stuff.
card.
But he would be a guy where there'd be games where you're like, what the hell was that sequence from Cam Whitmore? What was that stint?
It'd be similar to the Bones Highland
I was just gonna say, dude.
probably. Because I always comped him to J.R. Smith, too.
Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, it is.
But just the Nuggets adding that type of player is interesting in terms of guys you could bring in off the bench.
I wish the Nuggets were better positioned to take a flyer on a Cam Whitmore. Because
Right.
to be honest with you, he is the type of guy I think a winning team can get
He's
in
a
a
second draft guy that
Yeah.
you're like, we don't have to give up really anything for this. And man, he could be something.
And he would be great if he hit. But it's Denver's moves right now are of the he has to hit variety. Not that it would be great if he did.
Right. And he's not. This would also still be another swing, maybe more of a home run swing, more of an uppercut, but it's another young guy that you're hoping hits, hoping provides value. It's certainly not shoring up the floor with sure things, particularly veterans. So
I know, which makes me putting those terms. I'm like so out on it.
But if
So
you looked
out.
at it, let's say it was a Peyton Watson deal. You know,
Just
you're sort
one
of
young guy for
swapping
another,
out the
yeah.
project, right?
Yeah, it's two teams being like, all right, like P-Watt could be something. Maybe he needs a change of scenery. Same with Whitmore.
I think that's the question. Who would you rather bet on? If it was as simple as that, who are you more comfortable betting on? One, Peyton Watson's in line for a payday sooner.
Cam Whitmore's 1 year behind that.
1 year behind.
Yeah. I don't know. Another rumor of kind of the Cam Whitmore variety is Jordan Clarkson got bought out.
Yeah.
It seems like there are going to be contenders lining up for his services. Would you rather go Clarkson or take a chance on Whitmore? Because
Clarkson.
they both kind of play the same role.
Yeah, Clarkson knows. I mean, Clarkson has been through all of. He's like a mature gunner.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's like, this could be Cam Whitmore in 2 years.
Yeah. Cam Whitmore has to grow into the shot selection of a Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, he's like a broken down Cam Whitmore. Over the hill Cam Whitmore. No, I mean, listen, this is the type of player that I absolutely think the Nuggets should go for. Like, he's got some juice. He's juiced it up. He's not a guy that you wouldn't put him in your starting lineup, obviously, but like that's a guy that you wouldn't think twice about playing in the playoffs. Like that's a veteran that, you know, you don't accuse him of being the smartest player all the time, but he knows how to play. And I feel like you could add a lot. That was a guy that I was targeting for a trade. Like if they could
he
pick
was
him,
a popular one.
If they could pick him up for an MLE, like that would be unbelievable.
Yeah. Just to set the stage with the Nuggets free agents, because those are kind of been the rumors that Denver's been connected to a little bit so far today. I haven't seen anything else yet. They have 3 unrestricted free agents to monitor. Russell Westbrook's the big one. He's drawing interest from the Knicks. It does not seem like Westbrook's coming back, but it does seem like there's some interest out there for him. The Knicks, the Kings, I've seen mentioned. And then the Nuggets' other 2 free agents are DeAndre Jordan and Vlatko Čančar.
Right.
What do you guys think? Like, should the Nuggets look to bring back one of those guys? Should we just wait on that until we see what happens elsewhere?
I think it's that.
Yeah,
I think
the latter.
Yeah, it's probably time to move on from DeAndre Jordan. I would think.
I know that is those two, or that's the vibes contingent. Like that's like the absolute rock. That's our rock of vibes.
Yeah.
But you're probably. I mean, listen. If they moved on from both of those guys, you can't shake your head and be like, "What are they doing?" And be like, "All right, I get it." Vlatko, I mean, is such like, you know, it's like, goddamn, Vlatko, man, Vlatko. But I don't know. I mean, like, it's not like he can stay on the court.
Yeah, I would say don't waste the roster spots for guys that just don't play at this point. But also, then they'd have to fill them.
Yeah.
And I don't, you know, I mean, I don't. Maybe Vlatko coming back is different.
I love Vlatko coming back. They have Hunter Tyson on the roster.
Right.
To me, it's a roster spot issue. You need players. They have 3 roster spots to fill. I think they need at least 2 players, if not a third one. So if you give it to Vlatko, is he, you know, you're counting on him to play, which I don't know. But I do think he adds value to this team.
Yep.
I just wish they had 4 spots open, and you could be like, yeah, one of them is for Vlatko.
I would probably rather Vlatko than DJ.
Yes.
DeAndre Jordan, I'm not sure has that much of an important role.
Yeah. Even though he did play a lot last year.
He played
Played
way
by
more
far
than
the
Vlatko.
most. Played way by far the most.
That's a good point.
But like a pretty big multiple.
Yeah. So that's what to monitor from a Nuggets perspective. Obviously, we've talked a lot about Bruce Brown for the last 2 years. He is a free agent. There has been very little reporting about anything having to do with Bruce Brown in the last couple days and even today. That makes me believe he's got a deal lined up.
Well, that's not legal, Harrison. That would
Thank you.
That's
Thank
an
you.
implication of tampering.
Thank you.
And that's
Thank
not
you.
allowed. in
That
Adams-
makes me think he thinks he has a deal lined up at exactly 4 o'clock Mountain Time in 11 minutes from now.
Oh God, 11 minutes.
But there's been really no rumors or anything. So maybe it's Denver. Maybe it's something else. I've got to think we find out with Bruce Brown pretty early on, right when free agency starts around 4 o'clock. Bruce Brown coming back. You guys saw my big board. He's number 1 for me.
yeah,
I
he's
don't-
on our thumbnail.
And I wrote this last night on the DNVR.com. Sign up to become a diehard. I think it's just still $3 a month right now. I don't know if Bruce Brown is the quote unquote best player on that list of 10 guys, but
Right.
he's still number 1 for me because
Best
of all
fit.
the intangibles he'd bring.
I mean, like, listen, everybody else is like, could they? Bruce Brown did.
Yeah.
One thing that's kind of a breaking story here is that they always do this right before free agency. the numbers are crunched at the front office to see what the salary cap is going to be. It's going up 70%.
70%?
Or 7%.
I was like, what the hell?
Sorry.
Pretty
Man, we
big.
should have kept
Pretty big
KCP.
bump.
And then, I think there were like reports that it was going to be 10%. So this
it's less
can
than.
affect Denver a little bit now because they do have extensions for Christian Brown,
That means the
Peyton
MLE is
Watson.
smaller.
So there is a chance that this actually has some implications for Denver, especially with those two and how they go forward without going into the second apron.
So it was supposed to go up 10 and it's only going up 7?
Supposed to, not anything supposed to. I think everyone, this is what's
Those
weird
are the
about the NBA. Yeah,
projections?
projections.
Yeah.
That it was going to go up, and it's going up 7%.
Okay.
What is that? Do we know how that's calculated, how that's figured?
It's pretty much just like how much money the league made.
Basketball
last
related
year.
incomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like a pot of a bunch of things, largely television
That
revenues.
big TV deal.
But it is interesting that it's not meeting the annual raise in contracts, which is 8%. So I think this is kind of a weird
Check your
outlier.
DMs.
Yeah, which is look as far as
I don't have a DM.
the sort of easy line lately
Oh,
has
and
been.
on Slack.
You're going to see guys get paid more and more and more. So don't necessarily balk at the raw numbers or the totals, because what was once a 20 million signing is maybe now 30. But the implication here being, like, it's maybe that much more costly to give Christian 30 as opposed to 25.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those are things to monitor this offseason as well. Christian Brown up for an extension, Peyton Watson as well. What happens there?
Well, here's the other thing. The biggest news of the day. Spencer Jones back, guys.
Spencer Jones is
That's
back.
right. Spencer Jones is back.
Rapid
Raven is back. And no Trey Alexander, dude.
PJ
Wait, what do we do for rap?
PJ Hall and Trey Alexander will not return to the team. So
Yeah.
there is a third two-way contract open right now that we know of. So Tamar Bates and who did you just mention? Thank you, Spencer.
Spencer Hall.
Spencer Jones
Jones. I already said Hall.
are
I
coming
meant
back on
Jones.
two-way contracts. Rapid.
Yeah, Rapidman. Just combine the two.
I
But-
like Spencer Jones.
Dude,
man.
he was good.
Yeah, he's decent.
He was good. He played well.
You guys know he shot over 50% from three in the G League.
I don't believe that.
5-0. Again, just for anyone who'd ever seen his
He
jump
he
shot.
played
That's a
well,
real
dude.
stat.
Here are
Never
developments
come
that
close
took
to making
place.
a 3 in the NBA.
Nope.
But
Two developments that happened down the stretch, which during the period of basketball that you cannot look at seriously at all, was that Rapid Man played very well, and so did Zeke Naji.
yeah.
And then neither of them saw 1 second of the playoffs. Obviously, Rapid Man not allowed, but Zeke Naji looked over very clearly by the new coaching staff. So we'll see what happens.
Should we do LeBron?
Oh God, I guess we got 8 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, 8 minutes or 7 minutes until 4.
Why not?
So here's LeBron. He might have soft launched a trade request the other day.
Well, there's no might of. Come on, come on, man.
He picked up his player option, then
Yeah.
pretty much said, "This team sucks."
He's like, we're trying to find the guy who
team,
did this.
this team with Luka Doncic on it sucks. Isn't good enough for him.
God damn it.
Some weird quotes out there from Rich Paul. Doesn't seem like there's been any, activity on it, but what do we think about LeBron potentially being on the move?
I can't believe I'm the guy coming to LeBron's defense here.
Are you?
Yeah, because the Lakers obviously are moving in a different direction from him. I mean,
Yeah.
LeBron's hanging around the league longer, and he's still good enough to hang around the league, but he's hanging around, and they're clearly going in another direction. So does he think the team sucks, or is this a breaking up before you break up with me
Well,
kind of
I'll
thing?
tell you what's interesting is he had those quotes, picked up his player option, shit talked his whole team, and then it just so happened DeAndre Ayton got bought out. That was an interesting
Yeah.
development.
Oh, how strange.
Yeah, interesting timing there.
Well, I mean, obviously he was close with Jeannie Buss. She's not
Yeah.
around anymore, so
Well, technically still around.
well, but
she's
yeah, that's right.
still the governor.
Same way that Mark Cuban was still around for the Luka trade.
Yeah, that didn't work out for him.
But maybe he just doesn't like the lay of the land anymore.
So
That
if
would
you're
be-
looking for a Nuggets LeBron conspiracy theory, we've got it for you. This was also news from over the weekend. The Nuggets are interviewing Jared Dudley
Yeah.
for an assistant coaching job.
Yeah.
This I love.
And I really like this too. But if you don't know Jared Dudley's story, He was a teammate of LeBron's when they won the championship in the bubble in 2020.
To be fair, every ex-player at this point has been a teammate of LeBron's.
Specifically in 2020. Specifically in the bubble. He's LeBron's guy. LeBron loved him. Dudley then gets into coaching, and the Mavs hire him. I think the season after that, like the season after they won a championship, and LeBron had all these tweets like, I can't believe like this, yada, yada, yada. Some cryptic stuff as well. But obviously pissed that the Lakers let Jared Dudley get away. And so now Jared Dudley interviewing with the Nuggets this week in Denver for an assistant coaching job. What's weird is it seemed to me like all the reporting and everything was indicating he was going to Cleveland or something else was already lined up. But now he's fielding other calls. Maybe LeBron is going to take another visit to Josh Kroenke's yacht this summer.
Banana
I don't
boat.
know. We'll see.
This is why this is the worst time of year. It's like this is what we have
This
to
is
do.
such a stupid conspiracy.
What if this
theory,
actually
by the
lines
way.
up to Josh Kroenke getting Chris Paul and LeBron James finally? Dwayne Wade comes back.
I mean, this is LeBron's way. He's done this every single summer for the last 15. This is his way of putting
Still
pressure on the organizations to say, hey, man, the clock's ticking. Don't take me for granted. Make your moves. Do whatever it is that takes. I would be very surprised if he left L.A. We were talking upstairs that a guy of LeBron's stature, one of the most famous people in America, there really is only one L.A. Going to a Cleveland or a Denver or something like that is so... It's like too hard for me to imagine him going from where he is now to here.
What, like just living there, or you just mean?
Yeah, because I think you're at a certain level of fame. Like LA affords you all of the things that the rest of your life require.
I mean, he's in these other cities all the time. He could still live in LA and then just like everybody in the NBA lives in LA anyway.
Everybody on the Nuggets as well.
Yeah. Like I don't know that is like, I can't imagine he would set up any kind of permanent residence in Denver, but you can play for anybody. Like everywhere can be just as well broadcast if the powers that be decide to put cameras.
He's played in LA longer than he's played anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Longer
I think
than
for a
the
reason.
first Cleveland stint?
Longer than the first Cleveland.
Wow.
stint.
6 years now.
long enough to
Wow.
realize that it totally sucks there.
Hey, man, I'm sure LeBron could get in on some nice real estate money. The Cronkies are buying out all
Kroenke's
of
did just
Denver.
buy out Revesco, which is a huge purchase. People
Is that-
already know they're developing
What
that
if
area.
this whole time that just the redevelopment they make is just LeBron James's personal residence?
That's actually what it is.
Change of plans. We're not building a second Denver. We are building
The
LeBron
practice
nice,
facility's
nice house.
actually just
LeBron
his
land.
living room.
Yeah. He's renting it to the Nuggets.
So that's the LeBron talk. I doubt he goes anywhere as well. This does seem like it happens every summer.
It does.
And look, they'll just get DeAndre Ayton and probably Luke Kennard, and they'll be good.
Whoever we want.
Does DeAndre
Bruce Brown.
Ayton with the Lakers scare you?
No,
He's better than nothing, though.
he's way better than nothing.
He is kind of a loser, but to me, like the Lakers don't need that much when you have a LeBron and a Luka.
Yeah.
And he is an adequate center, even if I don't love him. He's better than Jackson Hayes. He can make plays in the short roll.
For sure. I mean, they need a center.
Vogt, are you not concerned, or does that not interest you at all? Like that, I don't know if they're going to get a good one. They were excited about Mark Williams. Ayton's better than that.
We can talk about Mark Williams as well.
No, the idea of Ayton going to LA.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something. The Ayton stuff is just how badly does he want to be involved in. Now he's been bought out. He got that second contract, which was his stated biggest goal, by the way. Remember that?
Yeah.
His biggest goal in the NBA was to
Yeah,
get that
second
second contract. He's gotten it.
60 seconds, Jen.
Oh, God.
Does that shift his perspective at all to being about part of a win now team?
All right. Is there anything funnier that can happen 1 minute from now than the Nuggets announcing signing DeAndre Jordan?
No, that is
Nope, that's
the
Commitment to the
most,
bit would be.
that is the most depressing but funniest thing that could happen.
We
right
should
now.
do an NBA Centel post of our own that just says DeAndre Jordan has been signed by the Denver Nuggets at 1 second after the deadline.
I can't believe how nervous I am, though, for this.
What,
this
do we
free
want to
agency.
give any final predictions on like what we think might happen?
What I will
No,
say is I've heard
absolutely
from
not.
people around the league that there is no reporting on Bruce Brown. We're oddly
he's
quiet.
got a deal locked in, even though he's not allowed to.
Does he fall through?
18 seconds.
Or
One
is
of,
he
these,
just- yeah.
one of these guys we've talked about maybe falls to minimum, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
We've talked about and
Maybe this is the Bruce Brown situation from
all
3 years
over
ago.
again. Yeah, all over
Yeah.
again.
God damn it! I just set my notifications for Shams wows.
Yeah, well, here we go. We're legally allowed to talk to free agents. Everybody start talking.
your dialing. Beep, boop, boop,
Start
boop, boop, boop.
talking right now.
All right.
Oh man, no reports in the first
all right.
second.
Quiet free agency so
Wow.
far.
Wow.
So I feel like what happens is all
we get
the,
the time
all
wrong?
the
It's right now.
newsbreakers just have a bunch of tweets saved in drafts, right? And now they just start firing them off.
Kapow, kapow.
Yeah.
Denver is enthralled by the idea.
Has a laser pointed at. I just want to believe in the Nuggets, man. And right now, I mean, they're always close. They're always here. But I just, as we've done this experiment for the last week, just being like, what could happen? It's hard to find an exciting one. Cam Whitmore's exciting in a scary way.
I think Luke Kennard's exciting, man. I would be very excited about Luke Kennard. He's your sixth best player.
I would too. These are
Kennard.
all upgrades. The thing that I keep reminding myself, unfortunately, is Russ is gone, so it's not.
Oh, I thought
keep-
it'd be the cold grip of death.
I keep thinking, well, that too. I checked my hairline this morning. No, I keep thinking about adding a piece to last year's roster.
I know.
But if Russ leaves,
You gotta add 2 pieces.
you gotta add more pieces, man.
Right.
So it's
You technically right now have 3 roster spots to work with.
Yeah, boy.
At least. At a minimum, you have 3 roster spots to add guys to, with Westbrook, DeAndre Jordan, and Vlatko all being free agents right now.
Okay, well, apparently there's some tough negotiations going on in the NBA right
The
now.
negotiations are happening right now. This is when they happen.
Well, wasn't this? Remember a couple of years back when Silver got on everyone for making deals? So the
Right.
free agency, there's like 5 minutes where nobody did anything. They're like, no, not yet. Don't put it out.
but it
yet."
just takes one person to put something out, and then the floodgates open.
Yeah. Well,
Or again, maybe Adam Silver has ruined yet another part of the NBA where, like, truly, this is the first time anybody's talking.
Adam Silver's actually hitting up Shams, and he's like, "Remember, you have to @Kia in your tweet
Yeah.
when you announce the Cam Whitmore trade."
Cap's only going up 7%, man. We got to find money
Do we
somewhere.
have the lockup logo for
Right.
Kia in our free agency?
They're like, Russell Wilson has been signed during the Bob Cousy Kia free agent signing period.
I can't believe we're literally 2 minutes into free agency and there's not a
I'm
single
saying, like, what if
announcement.
now literally, like, just picked up, like, hey, we're kind of interested in this guy. Like, that's where we are in the negotiations.
and they're like, "Dude, Bruce is already in Denver." Like,
oh,
what?
my God. Dude.
Oh,
He's
the
getting
Utah
another check.
Jazz have guaranteed $3.68 million non-guaranteed salary to Svi Mikhailuk.
Hit that.
I remember when
Kale
we were hanging out.
for ShamWow. Ready?
We were hanging out by the pool in Vegas. And
ShamWow.
That one, sadly, that was Michael Scotus.
The Lakers,
Oh, get it out of here.
Have that
Kale, fire it
Hold
down.
on, I want to hear the story.
the Lakers guys were making fun of us for talking about like auto-named guys like Monte Morris and Vlatko Chanchar. I was like, you guys have been talking about a dude named Svi Mikhailuk for a month and a half. Whatever happened to Svi Mikhailuk?
Everybody's saying D'Lo to the Mavs. I've seen talks of that the last couple of days. That's an interesting one.
It makes sense. I mean, that makes sense.
Does it?
Because they just, like, need a guy. They just need to grab a guy.
Just gotta grab a guy.
Grab a guy. Oh,
They need
man.
a guy.
I mean, what a great environment for Cooper Flag to grow up in. Just
Well, for it's like
pick and roll with
splitting your time
D'Angelo
between
Russell.
dad's house and mom's house. It's like
Yeah.
you come back from dad's house, you had nothing but microwave pizza the whole time, and then mom comes home, and you're like, oh my God, this is so much better.
yeah.
Yeah, then she makes you go to bed on time though.
This sucks.
It might be true, but everybody is citing someone who has been very unreliable lately. So I'm not
For what?
for the D'Lo reel.
I mean, but yeah, that's been out there the last couple of days.
Listen, we don't report it until it's a shams wow.
Yeah.
Well, hard to believe, guys, that we would go live on a free agency special and not have much to talk about.
Well, we have plenty to talk about. We're just waiting for official news.
What else is going on in our worlds these days?
What else
Yeah,
is going
I mean,
on?
we
these
can
days, guys?
react to other stuff as well.
I got a funny tweet.
Yeah, bring it
Yeah,
up.
bring it up. Let's react to it.
Let's react. So we react to world news.
This is from an actual NBA player.
Okay, let's see what Kale's bringing up here.
Cannot see any
Josh
part of it.
Hart.
He says it's 6:01 and I haven't seen one deal yet. What happened to the game I love?
Do you remember
So
when
true.
free agency used to start at midnight? That was really the glory days of the NBA, man.
We just had to be awake at midnight.
Like 3 a.m. emergency podcast
Oh my
for
God.
Malik
For
Beasley.
Svi. Yeah, dude, Malik Beasley. There's a topic.
Oh man.
Well, the craziest
man.
part is he's in line for a huge contract.
Oh, this doesn't mean anything. That didn't affect his decision making. I actually hate it. I actually hate. He has had so many things. He's had so many bad things that are like easy to make fun of, because they're so dumb. But I find him such a tragic figure.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. With he was good enough that real NBA money was going to come in, and he just made a handful of
And now it is coming.
strange decisions outside of that. And
I'd like to know the details.
We have a Haynes bomb. Sources: Sacramento Kings have arranged meetings via Zoom to talk with Dennis Schroeder and Russell
Dude, I'm
Westbrook.
saying, like, is this
Do you think
honestly
they got
where we are now?
A 4:10 and a 4:15 meeting.
This is where we are now, where the Shams wows are going to be for meetings that have been set at a later
is
date.
Westbrook just like, couldn't this been a text?
I know. He emailed me.
who was the other? JJ Barea was the other.
That's right.
Guy mentioned as
That
well,
is
right?
right.
Yeah.
By Mark Stein as
So going back to Dudley,
Yeah.
he's a guy that's pretty well regarded as an assistant. You don't hear much about assistants unless they're like really high on people's lists. Dudley's a guy you always hear about, like, close to the players, really smart, good communicator. So I would love the idea of Jared Dudley.
So would I.
It could also; those are two ex-players, and
Yeah,
it could,
JJ Bryant, yeah, too.
and it could hint at something Adelman is identifying. A weakness on his staff. I need some players in here to kind of get things. I mean,
Who is out? Is Popeye Jones out?
Popeye Jones is
Jones is
out.
out.
My guy Klask is out.
Our
Do we
guy
know
Charles
who
Glask
is
gone.
who is currently in?
No, those were the reported. And Dudley, it was they were meeting later this week, which is also weird. Like you announce it ahead of time.
But is like everybody gone, or there's some people?
No.
that have
Some
stayed?
people were retained. Yeah, a lot of coaches.
That's
still
what I'm
retained.
asking.
It
like,
seems
who-
like the
do we know
names you
who's-
would know. Ryan Bowen seems like he was retained.
Correct. Ogie.
I would-
OJ
I would
seems like he
John
was
Beckett.
retained. John
I would
Beckett.
feel really good about that staff with the addition of both player coaches. That would be awesome to me. That would make me feel like just some shot of confidence and things heading in the right direction.
We also heard that Andrew Munson is coaching the summer league team again.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Second straight year, so
AKA
he's getting retained. It seems like.
Nuggets Hank Chisholm.
Right. Yeah. Munson, our guy.
Oh, Munson.
Yeah.
All right. No bombs of any kind, huh?
I'm telling.
Dude, what if is Shams okay? What if we find out that Shams has been in a terrible accident?
Kelly Iko is the Athletic is reporting the Houston Rockets are re-signing Jeff Green and Aaron Holiday.
What? Jeff Green?
Jeff Green, Kevin Durant.
The Rockets are kind of
Together.
just running it back
Since Seattle.
with Kevin Durant. Like the Rockets are having a great offseason.
They've
I
honestly
feel like.
won the offseason. I think the Houston
Yeah, I think
Rockets
so,
right
too.
now are
There's
the
no
number
doubt,
one
yeah.
team
I don't
of
think
the
there's any doubt.
offseason.
They got Durant for like the 10th pick, pretty much.
I can't believe they had to give up
And
nothing.
the Suns ended up drafting a guy that I think might suck with that 10th pick, and then signed another center to play over him.
Everybody loves that guy, Mallory.
I kind of think it's up.
Hank in the comments. That's my Halloween costume. That's so great.
Can you find a picture of Andrew Munson really quickly?
And
He looks
and
so
Hank,
much
yeah.
like our Henry Chisholm.
Yeah,
It
but
is
not-
crazy.
And just to be clear, the profile picture Hank is using in YouTube is approximately 400 years old.
Right. He doesn't
He looks
look
like
like
a
that
he looks like a
anymore. He's aged
zygote
quite a
nut
bit.
compared
Sorry,
to
Hank.
his current grizzled
Yeah.
visage.
Yeah. Andrew Munson is coaching summer.
Dude, I would love to be at a party with Hank when he explains everything. I'm Andrew Munson, the assistant coach of the Denver Nuggets that coach summer
There's
league.
Andrew Munson,
Okay.
Nuggets summer league coach.
yeah.
He does look so much like Hank. It's unbelievable.
Oh my God, so great.
That is funny. I do think this is all about the team did send out that message last year about tampering, and I do think it is like teams are now a little gun shy.
I'm serious.
I mean, these deals have been
Adam
negotiated
Silver has
years
ruined
ago.
every part that we
He's so
enjoy.
bad.
He's like, oh,
He's so
let's get rid of
bad.
that.
This was
but-
another one of his ideas.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we got to
Let's
make
make
it's got to be
free agency
fair.
worse.
And
I don't
even-
know. Was
even playing
cutting
field.
back on tampering the worst thing
This
he's done?
didn't cut back on tampering. It cut back on reporting of
It
tampering.
cut back. It cut back on the excitement factor.
Public tampering is not allowed. Private tampering we encourage.
Good point.
Jake Fisher's reporting that the Kings are also meeting with Malcolm Brogdon. The Kings are interviewing every available point guard.
Yeah, they got a lot of availability on their calendar. Right
We're
now.
literally getting meeting
Also,
bombs.
notice they're interviewing them. The Kings. Why do the Kings keep having interviews with potential free agents
Yeah.
as opposed to offering them contracts?
Kings are also
Meeting
meeting
bombs?
with Westbrook, it seems like,
Oh my god.
and Dennis Schroeder.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
so you're gonna have to live in Sacramento, but we will give you the rock. Are you in?
People
You
have.
have a California address, but you're in
I
Sacramento.
need to go. I've never been to Sacramento. I just
been
have
there.
such conflicting reports.
Hey, what? I think it's okay. Downtown Sacramento, the revitalization. Have you seen
Greta
it?
Gerwig is a massive proponent of Sacramento. She keeps
You like
making
that Ladybird? What else?
It's
do
a
you
good
make there?
brunch spot.
It's just the hottest place on earth. Like it's
Really?
It's not the
I think
hottest place.
Frances Ha was
the
also.
hottest place on earth.
Isn't even the hottest
New
place
York,
in the
I thought.
state.
Well, no, she's in, but then she went back to Sacramento. But she keeps writing love letters to Sacramento. And then your guy Mark said it was the worst place on earth. I don't know what to believe.
This is like how I talk about Thornton. Like, how dare you talk about it that way?
You're like,
Is it
we just
good?
got a
No.
Chili's, man. We just got a Chili's.
We were one of the first Chili's. Get out of here with that.
Can I tell you about this? Have you,
Big
by the
shopping
way,
center shouted out.
you want to know that one of the saddest stories that Denver, Colorado has produced in some time is that you know that the original Quiznos started here
Yeah,
in Denver?
You
it's
knew
a,
that?
it's a nail salon now.
Really?
It's a nail salon. It
Yeah.
got turned into a nail salon,
I walk past
and they
it all the
left.
time.
They left the logo up that said Quiznos
really?
on it,
Yeah,
but
you can
it's
still
so
see it.
sad.
It's like faded into the wall.
but they
Is
they
the
left it
first
on their
Quiznos
awning.
something we have to
Yes. Also, you're probably right.
something we have to keep as a a historic
People
building?
don't, yeah, because people don't realize the sandwich game was
Quiznos,
revolutionized
though?
with the toasting.
Yeah, dude, you take,
toasted sub, now
you
we take it for granted.
You take toasting for granted.
You take it for granted because now everybody toasts, but back in the day, you couldn't get a toasted sub.
They laughed at you.
You think Blimpies was toasting your sub for you on
Blimpies
demand?
disgusting.
Absolutely
But it's
not.
so sad because now
Airport
it's
food.
like not only did it fail, but it's like its child at home got sold. And
Yeah.
like it's just, oh, it's sad.
Chris Paul, according to Chris Haynes, deciding between the Suns and the Clippers.
Ooh.
Going back to the Suns is so sad.
Yeah, but I don't want that to happen. Are the Clippers too? He has guys going back
What
to
do you mean
one
you
of
don't
his two
want that
plays.
to happen.
You're right.
I also saw
Just getting
earlier
nervous.
today that the Warriors are interested in Al Horford. Seems like that'd be a good get.
Why can the Warriors get Al Horford and not the Nuggets?
I'm to the point where I'm praying where we get the idea that the Nuggets have a player's phone number.
Let's call it. I got to check.
Shams reports Denver Nuggets have received the phone number of.
Josh Kroenke just asked if I have Al Horford's number.
They're on Zoom info.
I mean, yes,
like,
I do, but
okay.
gosh. Let me ask if it's okay if I share it real quick.
Bring back ESP. Was there an ESPN zone here?
Yes. Oh,
ESPN
yes.
zone. Oh,
it was.
man,
it
that
was in the
a-
Tabor Center.
I
There,
used- I
what was the
remember-
Fox Sports one too? There was a Fox Sports. Fox Sports Grill. I think it was Fox Sports Grill.
Sports
Do you
Grill?
guys not remember this?
Dude,
No,
you're
I
telling
remember
me.
ESPN Zone though very well.
To
It's
me,
Fox Sports Grill is what it
to
was.
me, the idea
Fox
of
Sports Grill's awesome.
to me, the idea of having a bar restaurant attached to a network is ludicrous.
I know. Sports
literally just recreated
would never work.
Yeah, someone just says DNVR zone. I mean, we kind of did it. I mean,
We're
it's
like that
kind
place
of.
sucked. How embarrassing!
We should do a DNVR zone. I think we've done it.
ESPN Zone was sick.
Well,
I remember being at the
was like
Manhattan
10 years
one.
old.
The Manhattan one the year Brady Quinn was a Heisman finalist. Who won that year? I watched the
Wasn't
Heisman
Brady Quinn.
ceremony that year.
Really?
At
From-
ESPN zone.
It was cool though. It's like 4 stories tall.
Yeah, a lot of games in there.
They kind of,
It's pretty
they
cool, man.
kind of overshot there.
Yeah, they closed it pretty quick.
how would you guys like or hate if Woj just started breaking stories out of
It'd be
nowhere?
so
That'd be amazing.
It was like
Just flanked him from the side.
He's got to be chuckling to himself right now, right?
Oh yeah, as
He's just like posted up in a St. Bonaventure.
Oh, yeah, he's just watching
quarter
it.
zip.
dude, my
he's
entire
watching a
life-
St. Bonaventure's, St. Bonaventure, intramural game, just cracking up.
Practice.
Dude,
summer
this is-
pickup run.
So sad. My timeline. Tony Jones is confirming the Jazz have guaranteed Zvi's contract.
I mean,
This is like there's nothing on the timeline, so we're down to. I
Chris,
can
good
confirm the
work, Tony
report that
Jones.
Zvi's partially guaranteed contract is going to be guaranteed.
Did we get it wrong? Does it start tomorrow?
This is crazy. We're 15 minutes in. This never happens.
I know.
No, we're in the new era. The tampering, like Adam Silver cracked down on tampering, and we're getting meetings bombs.
yeah. The other thing is the chat's
Can
pointed out.
somebody just with Zoom Maybe the next insider is somebody who works for Zoom in the accounting department. They can just release all the meetings.
They just need to do a live auction. You know what I mean? It's like they bring a guy out.
All right,
and then
let's centralize
you just-
free agency.
Yes.
Chat's saying there's no competition, so Shams is waiting for his free agency show at 5.
God, you know what? It might be accurate.
There's might be something to that.
crazy.
Live for the next 45 minutes.
Hey, we might be. We might be. Should we hit a break vote?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do a break.
All right, let's talk about Bet365 and Toyota, and we'll keep our eyes on if any news happens.
Oh, I'll go first. Cool. Hey, let's talk about Bet365, where it's never ordinary. Oh, hang on. We've got some news. We'll do that on the other side of the break.
It's not. We don't need to interrupt the ad break for this one.
Okay, let's talk about Bet365, where it is never ordinary. They're an official partner of the Denver Nuggets and the Colorado Avalanche. And with basketball, they offer an early payout offer. With the Bet365 early payout offer, you're a winner if your team goes up by 20 points with an instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners. Download the app and use code DNVR365 when you sign up. They are the pioneers of live betting. They offer tons of custom bets and boosts. We're actually involved in that. Keep your eyes peeled for Nux, our little mascot. You see him. You're looking at a DNVR custom boost that we helped our friends at Bet365 come up with. Open an account now. New customers can get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose. Sign up, use the code DNVR365. Deposit $10 and place a bet of $5 to get 150 bets and $50 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's not ordinary. It's never ordinary at Bet365. You have to be 21 or older and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
What are the chances? Yeah, somebody just put out. Do the Kings have the full premium version of Zoom?
Oh man.
They're like trying to wrap up negotiations. They're like, hey man, you know what? We're gonna send
You've
another
reached
link.
your monthly limit for meetings. Shout out to Toyota, best cars, trucks, SUVs out there, man.
Shout 'em out.
They got everything. 17 models available, all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, like the 4Runner. They got trucks like the Tacoma. They got the Land Cruiser as well. You're a big Land Cruiser guy, I know that.
You know I am.
16 different
That thing's
hybrids to
incredible.
choose from. The Tundra iForce Max hybrid truck. SUVs like the RAV4, the Grand Highlander. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Rapid and Centennial. Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver. Stevenson Toyota East and Aurora. Stevenson Toyota West and Lakewood. Toyota's proud partner of the Denver Nuggets, the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places. Of course, we're live from the Toyota Lounge today.
I love that Dev wrote in the Slack. He's like, hey, did you guys see this? The Kings are having Zoom
We
calls.
did get a first.
All right. Bring it up, Kale.
Fire it up, Kale.
Fire it up, Kale. There it is. Is there a sound effect to that?
Yeah.
Jaron Jackson to the
Junior.
Grizzlies?
Yes.
Yes, to the Grizzlies.
5-year, $240 million maximum renegotiation extension.
Dang.
He's going to make more money in his one max than Michael Jordan made his entire career.
Yeah, but but I don't think Michael Jordan could foul out as quickly as Jaren Jackson Jr.
Well,
This is
Also,
what
my-
I was going to say. I love Jaren Jackson Jr., but he's a classic example of... I mean, I love him. I think you win a title with him. It sucks if he's your best player, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, for sure,
a good example of that is the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean they can't not pay him. So
This is the problem, man.
That's
this is like
so
what the
much
Nuggets
beer-
have
it
run
is.
into, where it's
Yeah.
like there are guys. It's like, he's better than most players in the NBA,
and he plays here,
and he plays here.
and we can keep him.
And if we don't keep him, then it's like we're like trying to arrange a Zoom call with Russell
Correct.
Westbrook and fighting about
All of
it
a
with the
sudden you're on
Kings.
Zoom. It really is. It really is a bit of a damned if you do, damned if you
Dude,
don't.
there's a
Unless
lot.
you get it all right in 1 year.
There's a lot of luck involved in the NBA, unless you live in mother trucking Los Angeles.
I know. I love this that Greg Anthony on NBA TV apparently said there is a possibility Cole Anthony gets bought out of Memphis.
His son, Cole Anthony.
Yes. It's kind of funny to be like, you know what? I mean, I could just, it's possible.
I'm hearing.
I could see it. I'm hearing from some
Cole,
guys.
Cole's agent's pissed. He's like, "Look, it fell in my lap. What do you want me to? I can't not report.
I don't want
this
to tell
one."
you about his sources. I don't want to give that up, but
Does this tell us anything about Jaren Jackson and the Grizzlies? Like, are the Grizzlies still going for it?
What is
Or
that?
is
What
it
does that
just
even
kind of
mean?
expected?
Dude, there's like such a
No,
bizarre idea.
I think you're right that you're kind of effed in these situations where you can't.
You just
not
have to pay him.
There's just like such a bizarre idea where it's like, man, we're not going to win. Blow it up. And what does blow it up even mean?
I know.
Yeah, like we're just gonna trade Jaren Jackson.
You're like,
for
we're just
the
like
10th pick.
You're like, we don't have any players for the next 10 years. We just have no players. We're not a team for a while.
Yeah,
He's moving to number 8.
Oh, new. Hey, hit it.
fired up, Cam.
Fired up,
Changing his
Cam.
number?
Fired up.
Yeah.
Fired up.
Well, that's exciting.
Restricted free agent Santi Aldama has agreed to a 3-year, $52.5 million deal to return to those very same Memphis
Hold on a
Grizzlies.
second. Have the Grizzlies been tampering?
Are the
How did
Grizzlies
they get 2 deals done like this quick?
Yo, the
in
Grizzlies
20
are
minutes?
hot right now.
are the Grizzlies the winners of free agency so far?
So far, yeah.
So far
They
they
signed
are.
those
2 deals.
They signed those 2 guys off the Grizzlies.
2-0.
I like Santi Aldama. 3
I
years,
like
50
Aldama
million.
too, man.
I did too. I put him as a guy I wanted, and I got
17
shouted down on the.
17 mil a year for Santi Aldama kind of sets a market, a little bit of a market, I guess, for you. What
How
that
much?
looks like.
17 a year. That feels right for like.
$17 million a year for.
Well, I'm just doing math here.
Damn, that seems like a lot, but he's kind of good.
Is that wrong? Did
That's
I
like
do
a-
math wrong?
You're,
Like
you're
a
probably
mid-
right.
A mid good
145,
player's
yeah,
15
16,
to
yeah.
17, 18.
Right.
A good player's 20, 25. And then there's a whole upper class of Nikola Jokic's and stuff where you're like, what, how, 98 million or whatever?
know,
You're like, can we convince Russell Westbrook to come back here for $11?
There's going to be a point very soon where somebody signs a contract for $100 million a year.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
isn't James Harden signing a 2-year, like $150 million contract
I
with
hope
the Clippers?
not.
People are saying, jokes aside, you can negotiate with your own guys in advance.
Yeah.
We know. We know. We
That
know.
is the joke.
Guys, we're making jokes
That's
over
the
here.
entire joke.
That's not jokes aside. That is the joke.
2 years, 81.5.
Oh, only $40 million a year. Sorry.
Can you think of anything you'd like to spend $40 million on less than James Harden?
I
on
know.
your
Did you
squad?
guys see the deleted Shams tweet where he accidentally called him Jarden Harden? Did you see that?
Jordan Harden?
Jarden Harden. Dude.
Woj just yucking it up over at St. Bonaventure.
Woj is like amateur hour over here. Man.
He's like, what are you rushing for, bro? I'm
I
drinking
know,
iced
dude.
tea with my
I
feet
know,
on the
like,
coffee
who are you
table.
trying to beat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Woj definitely drinks
Shams
iced tea.
just wrote a whole story on Jaren Jackson.
Just right now.
Just right now. He just
Damn,
wrote it.
dude.
That's crazy,
That's
man.
pretty quick.
Because there wasn't tampering.
No.
No. Actually, that one's your point. Get those drafts in early.
Well, I'll tell you what. What's really changed in the NBA so far? Houston looks a lot better. Dallas got Cooper Flag.
What do we think of the makeup of the? Are we moved
And
at all
D'Angelo.
by what the Phoenix Suns have done?
Here's what I was thinking about the Suns. They weren't good last year.
No, they were bad.
So now they are on paper worse, but have better vibes. And I think that's like their vibes are so bad, I
Are
kind
they?
of need it.
Are they worse on paper?
Well, you lose Kevin Durant, I think you're worse on paper.
They're definitely worse. I mean,
They lead the league in shooting guards, though.
that is right. They have
The
all these
Suns?
shooting
They
guards.
do.
But I think they will be better. To your point, I think they will be better.
And
They should have
centers.
been better with Kevin Durant, but they weren't.
Only
Yeah.
shooting guards and centers.
I actually don't know who got worse in the Western Conference.
I mean, the Suns got worse.
Probably the
Blazers-
Denver
Yeah,
Nuggets.
but they were bad. So it's
Right,
not like you
right.
took
It's a
somebody
good
out.
point. It's a good point. The Blazers
you
got
are right, though.
Blazers got better.
going
Yeah.
for the playoffs next year.
Even the Pelicans, man, or somehow like
Pelicans
were so bad last year that you're like they'll probably be a little bit better.
Mavs won't have Kyrie, but they will have Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they'll
that's
probably be about the same.
Dude, they're going to be
Yeah.
good, and it kills me. I think
maybe.
D'Angelo Russell, maybe.
the Mavs should sign Russell Westbrook.
They absolutely. I saw
I
him
thought
as like
they
the,
might go for Westbrook.
Yeah, I mean that would make a lot of sense for them. I mean, it'd
Yeah.
be terrible for them, but it would also be kind of amazing to watch.
The Pelicans, they got Jordan Poole, right?
Correct.
Is that what happened?
Yes, that
Correct.
was the trade,
With
yep.
sending CJ McCollum to
McCollum.
Washington.
McCollum's a guy that I feel like would wind up on a contender pretty soon.
He's a guy that I would love for Denver to find a way to bring in. Like if CJ McCollum was on your bench, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Let's see what's going on in the Toyota chat. Blazers got Holiday, so that's why I said I think they were getting or trying to get better.
Dude, I do not understand that. That move confounds
I think
me.
they're trying to build just a great top 5 defense.
Yeah, and Anthony Simons was the one guy that didn't fit what they were doing. So
Yeah.
I know, but
you
it
get a
seems
vet
like
to lead them.
I guess, but like that's
They buy out Ayton.
Did you guys see our guy Anthony Irwin's report about Rob Pelinka and Dorian Finney-Smith?
What?
That Pelinka was reportedly talking about Finney-Smith's knee to other GMs, trying to lower the value in free agency.
I think that's called tampering.
That is one. Anyway,
That's
so,
crazy.
So
If that's true, that's
Dorian
wild.
I
Finney-
love Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm just worried about that. Have you seen the medical?
Have you
so
seen
bad.
the medical? That's like the joke every coach does on the interview, but he did it. So anyway, that apparently
He's getting coffee with Nico Harris. Like, dude, have you seen this MRI? Like,
No, he'd just be like,
look at
God,
this.
remember we tried to trade for Mark Williams? Like, it just
Irvin's-
reminds me of Dorian Finney-Smith. I can't say why.
Irwin is reporting that got back to Finney-Smith, and that is why Finney-Smith does not want to come back, and that is why there's a chance Finney-Smith
That
goes
would be
elsewhere.
wild.
Anyway, that's our guy Anthony Irwin's report.
And yeah, it seems like the Rockets might be in position to get him.
Interesting.
Dorian Finney-Smith's good. He's exactly the type of guy I think you want as, your fifth or sixth
Sure.
most played player on a championship type of team.
All right.
Perfect role player.
This so far is a BS, but what's more BS is we have over 1,500 people in the chat. We have 121 likes. dude.
Unbelievable.
In their defense,
The Nuggets. Somebody
So
from
they
the Nuggets
probably
just
don't like
texted me.
this.
If we get this up to
Checking our phones.
500, they said they'll sign Bruce CB. So they just said they're like looking at the likes. We get 500 likes, they'll sign it.
Oh, I just got word. Adam Silver says they won't release any news until we get 500 likes.
Adam
What is that all
Silver said
about?
that?
Dude, what? Is this
That's
confirmed?
his latest idea. Yeah. If you're looking for just something to do right now, you can become a diehard.
Hell
We
yeah.
still have this $36 a year sale going on.
Through the 4th.
$3 a month. This is another one of those where I don't know how we're making any money on this, but we're doing it.
We're just looking to get people in the club, man.
Yeah. So sign up, become a diehard.
I love the fourth.
$36 a year. Best way to support us, thednvr.com. You can sign up right there. Just hit that subscribe button. Become a diehard.
Fireworks.
Somebody hit me up that they
When you have kids, man, that stuff's
became
cooler.
a diehard.
You know what I
for me,
mean?
too.
Of course.
Yeah, like a lot of these holidays are actually for kids.
Well, yeah. When was the last time you were genuinely taken aback by a snake?
Snake.
Like
The
when I
little
was
poppers still get me though.
when I was
Oh,
a kid,
dude.
that snake was the coolest thing on earth. You make like weird little shapes, and then
I'll talk about weird smells. Kale loves gasoline. I love the snake.
that's the same.
It
That's
smells so
coal.
good. Yeah, that's like the
Petroleum.
Shout out
whatever.
to AW who said on Twitter that he became a diehard today.
Hell yeah, A-dubs.
Shout 'em
A-dubs in the clubs.
A-dubs.
And also shout out to Josh Barnett from Down Under who DM'd the Nuggets account and said that he sent us a package of Australian goodies.
Whoa! We have a package coming from Down Under.
Yes, we do.
Do we have to eat it?
I don't know what's
What
in
if
it.
it's a clothing item?
I don't know what's in
The
it.
package includes Vegemite
Oh.
and Tim Tam.
God
Oh,
damn
I
it.
can't wait. The Tim Tams are good though, right?
nice.
I think we had that one time.
Dude, this is what a big failing of the America is. We don't have like a thing we send to other countries to torture them and laugh about it. Like no Australians like this shit or the Right the Report like this stuff either. But they're like, hey man, try Vegemite.
What would it be? What is the American?
That's what
version
I'm
of
saying.
That?
Like, we
no,
don't
there's
have
got to
that.
be something.
It's like Kraft singles or something. It's like
Cheese whiz.
yeah.
You had cheese whiz. It's actually
We're
really
like,
good.
oh,
I like both of those
We're
things.
like eat chicken and a biscuit with cheese whiz on it.
But after we did the mystery sausage, and,
That was really good, by the way.
I'm still very
Oh,
salty
should we
about
make
this.
D-Line eat a jelly bean?
Why?
Should we do it, Kale? Because there's nothing
if
shaking.
10
We should
people
do it.
sign up to
Why
become
me?
diehards, D-Line will eat
It's
a mystery
funny.
jelly bean.
Why isn't it funny if you do it?
It's not because I'm not funny.
Oh, that's true.
Come on, you know that.
But after that
make a pretty
happened
convincing
and we
case.
raised all that money for Big
No,
Brothers
I
Big
think- all right.
Sisters,
We should do it.
a
We
bunch
should
of
all do
people,
it.
a bunch of
We-
people
we should
reached
play-
out and they
we
were
should
like,
play roulette.
Let's play Russian
I
roulette.
can't do it, man.
Yes,
I'll
you
throw
could.
up.
Oh, I see. Adam will throw up, but the rest of us, no problem. As long as we have an emergency sausage on.
I'm
on deck.
allergic to. I'm trying not to eat sugar though right now.
Oh, Adam's trying to not
Yeah.
eat 10 calories of sugar.
anyways, a lot of people hit us up and they're like, can we send you stuff? So if you want to send us stuff to open,
This should
and
be the summer of
maybe
gifts.
eat, just DM us and I'll give you the address.
Oh my god.
Audie's in the chat saying Vegemite's actually a
Well, that's
Well,
listen.
yeah, of
we'll-
course
we'll
they're
be the
saying
judges
it.
of that.
Yeah, that's.
There's always an actually guy. There's always an actually guy.
Yeah, of
we gotta
course
find.
they
There's
think
got to
it.
be an American equivalent of this somewhere.
That's what I'm
man.
saying, like-
there's got to be. We got to think of what it is. There is one.
Everyone I knew that was British, like, thought the concept of biscuits and gravy was like the most disgusting thing in the world when I talked to them.
Why?
But I love it.
Gravy?
Adam's incensed about this.
Yeah, it's gravy's delicious. Like,
Should I get those
because
jelly beans back out here?
in that on that side of the world, you don't have white gravy over there. You have gravy that comes from roast. Turkey,
yeah. So
brown
so they don't get what it is.
They don't get it. And to be frank, I mean, like to look at it is not. It does look like something you would feed your dog, or excuse me, something you did feed your dog that they then threw up.
Got you. Not good.
So here's a question.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah, but like nobody.
I've
Rocky
never even
Mountain-
had that.
Yeah, no one's had that.
We
Like,
should go because they have them at the Buckhorn Exchange.
Why?
Should we go do it?
Why?
Because it'd be funny.
you know that.
Hey, you're eating buffalo testicles.
Yeah. Well, no, it's.
Like, I'm good.
Isn't that what it's? Bison.
It's
Buffalo?
bison. Yeah.
Bison?
But
buffalo.
the thing is that.
I got the second part right though, because that's
No,
really
I
more-
wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to correct you. I was just saying, like, you know, organ meat is broadly referred to as offal. It's OU. That's the type of meat. It is offal.
Okay.
Sure. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
That is awful. Like fried liver, organ meat is no. I'm out on all organ meat.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Just out. Completely out.
Yes. Is there an organ that you?
Oh, we got a new one.
Oh.
Kale,
What's
this
tongue
one kind
considered?
of works.
Cartilage?
That's an organ.
Dorian
I like
Finney-Smith has agreed to a 4-year, $53 million deal with the Houston Rockets.
Whoa!
They continue to dominate this postseason.
Rob
off-season.
Pelinka fumbles the bag.
Dang, dude.
Dorian Finney-Smith to the Rockets. Rockets are having a great offseason.
I wonder if they saw his medicals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
it. They
well-
just roll like 11 deep on playable
So what's
guys.
what's their rotation? The Rockets right now.
Fred Van
Van
Vliet,
Vliet, Thompson, Eamon Thompson,
Kevin
Durant, Şengün, and Tari Eason. Is that their starting five? Or Finney-Smith?
Jabari.
Oh, Jabari.
Yeah, and then off the bench you're going to have Adams, Tari
Finney-Smith.
Eason, Finney-Smith.
Wow.
You're also
That's a top
at the
eight
moment.
right there.
Cam Whitmore and Reed, Shepard. What else?
I mean, that's pretty solid.
That's
rotation.
10 deep of like guys who know how to play. I mean, we don't know about Reed Shepard, I guess.
Dang.
I think we all like him.
And
but
I mean, they could really just get any probably minimum point guard or any guard to go play there. Like they shoot to the top of the
all right,
list.
we got another one. Free agent. Oh, go ahead, Kale. There it is. B-Ball Paul has agreed to, I love that Shams calls him B-Ball Paul, has agreed to a 2-year, $11 million deal to return to the Detroit Pistons. That was one guy Nuggets fans some did want.
Yeah.
2 years, $11 million shows you that even B-Ball Paul, who I love him, but I don't think he's that good.
No.
Even he is getting the $11 million 2 years. So.
Okay, well, thank God the deals are starting to roll in now.
All right, everybody woke up. Everybody's off their Zoom call.
Grant Sherman said he became a diehard.
Hell yeah,
Shout out
dude.
Grant.
So
General Sherman.
here's a listing of various types of offal. You tell me if you would eat it or not. Ready?
Paul
Yeah.
Reed.
Arteries, bone marrow,
I've had bone marrow.
Me too, I like bone marrow.
I don't like or dislike. It's not that
It's
good.
fine.
bladder.
I'll have it.
Bladder. That's
Never
the thing
had
you would
it,
eat as a
probably never
bladder.
will.
I feel like that's the thing you don't eat.
Brain,
I mean,
I
I,
don't
understand
think I
why
can
you would
do
eat
it.
it, but I don't. It's not enticing to me.
cheeks.
No.
Well, I mean, there are some, there's some cheek that is. I was gonna say, well,
Kale.
There-
it
there-
goes in like
but,
menudo.
but yeah,
some
that's
other,
the
like,
thing is that
Mexican
most
soups.
of these are so undesirable. They don't even bother coming up with an appetizing name like beef or pork, which is really pig
Yeah.
and cow.
Yeah.
They're just like, it's cheek. You want it or not?
Because that reminds me of this really upscale dinner I went to once where they locked all the doors and we ate those people.
I saw
It was
that
pretty
too.
expensive,
I
but
saw
it
that
was
too.
delicious.
Snout, udder. I mean, come on, pancreas.
The Pistons are a team that might be like one of the most active because they were planning to pay Malik Beasley a lot. Maybe now that doesn't happen. Now they
Right.
have money for Paul Reed, Schroeder. Do they bring him back? Do they get in the mix for somebody else as well? I
What
don't
what
know.
are the and I'm not even trying to be cute. Like, what are the financial implications of losing a player to possibly prison time? Like, is that just that contract?
Right?
Just no?
Does it get voided?
Yeah, I
Well,
guess it's
can't we
it
can't
has
we
to
look
be,
back to
yeah. Yeah,
his?
just
Can't we
voided
look
on the
back to
spot.
the history of Malik Beasley?
Well,
He
that's
is a free agent right now, so he's technically not on.
Like what happened last time he went to prison?
Well, all right, that's a good. I guess we could just look that up.
Another Shams bomb right here.
Just updating on the Dorian Finney-Smith thing. I was
Memphis Grizzlies active still. Cam Spencer, 2-year, $4.5 million deal.
the lacrosse
The
player?
lacrosse player.
Dang.
Yeah, I actually kind of like him though.
He's kind of
a tough guy. Yeah, he's kind of a
I
tough.
like him too.
I mean, he just looks like a guy that would work here.
He looks like Andrew Munson.
I mean, sure. Does he look like me and Harrison and Andrew Munson combined? A little bit.
Does it look like Hank's best friend? A little bit.
This guy's actually an awesome actor.
Have I seen him at the View House on a Friday night? Yes.
Did he finish most of his sentences with word bruh? Maybe he did.
The deal there was 2
Will he
years,
drink an IPA but not really like it? Yeah.
2 years, $4.5 million, fully guaranteed. Just so you guys know what the Cam Spencer market is.
Oh, man.
Does he say he's going to Rhino every weekend? Yeah. Okay.
What do you guys got? Anyone? Any transition thoughts?
No,
I will say the
Pat
Lakers.
Spencer.
I mean, Lakers
Wait,
fans are
who
pretty
did Pat
bummed.
Spencer go to? Sorry.
Lakers fans are pretty bummed about Dorian
They
Finney-Smith.
should be. That's a real loss.
He's a good player. He's a good fit on a good team with other stars.
Nobody
He's a
likes to
classic
lose
guy
players.
you want there.
No one likes to lose players, even if they don't really like them, without adding a player.
Yeah. And he's also a guy, I don't know exactly what the Lakers cap situation looks like, but they can't have a ton to work with. But he was, their own free agent, so they could have given him a decent deal.
Yeah, this is wild. 4:30. We're 35 minutes in, and we just have some nothing burgers. I guess DFS is what's the biggest
Some
deal
awful
so far?
burgers. The biggest.
DFS, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
In terms
Jaren
of a
Jackson by
player
number,
changing
but we all
teams.
knew he was going back to school.
Yeah.
What was the price going to be?
Yeah.
Wow.
Should we go to my top 10 again, Kale? Let's fire up my top 10 again. See if any.
Them still available.
I think all of them still available. I saw that somebody was interested in Melton. I saw. Did anybody else catch that?
Like another team.
Yeah,
What about Trey Murphy?
I think it was the Lakers actually.
Are we still
man.
the leaders in the clubhouse to land Trey Murphy?
I haven't
I don't
seen
think we
any
I was gonna
rumblings
say
on
we
him
weren't,
recently.
but according
Word's
to that
pretty
one,
quiet.
Yeah, that one off.
Offshore.
Yeah, that
On
engagement.
That
fund.
definitely
the
fake
Nuggets were.
sports book. Yeah.
Well, this is exciting. You know what I would do is what I think Windhorst does all the time every year around this time of year. I would get on TV and I would start saying the deals are going to come in hot and they're going to come in early. And I would say that every time, especially if I knew they weren't.
Since it's a little slow, Yaya made us a fun graphic.
Oh, let's see.
God.
Jordan Harden.
Not gonna lie, this is the big development of the day for me.
Dude,
Jordan Harden.
give us a Yaya bomb.
Yeah.
Jarden. This Jarden Harden.
It's a
is
did
so
ya
funny.
hear?
Oh, God damn it. Or a ya heard?
Yeah, heard.
And here, don't do that again. Just don't send us anything
No,
else.
send us more. Send us more.
Please, God.
What else do we have?
More typo-based graphics, please.
See, I had Melton at 10. The reason I had him that low is because he's just hurt a lot. I think D'Anthony Melton played 6 games last year before tearing his ACL, so it's just risky.
Let me ask this about Houston. Where do they rank the 2026 Houston Rockets amongst KD's best teams he's been on?
Are they 4? No, because they're below. There's how
Below
many?
The Warriors are number 1. I mean, that's
Right.
obvious.
Are
But
you
then-
counting different iterations of the Warriors or
Right,
just the
that's what I
Warriors?
The Warriors run. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll just
okay.
kind of.
That's
I'm
more
really
on-
just saying like Warriors, Thunder, Nets, Suns, now Rockets.
I think this has a
I
chance to
think
be
he
the
just-
best after the Thunder.
So the Thunder. So Warriors, Thunder.
Probably.
In this, yeah. I think it might be right too.
I think it
That-
could be
Nets
better
team
than
was
that.
pretty
Brooklyn
good for those
Yeah, that
10
Brooklyn
games.
team would have been great had they
Oh,
ever
yeah.
played together.
I forget
Yeah.
about them because they're not real.
They didn't. They weren't. Honestly, they were not
Yeah,
real.
but I guess would have been them for sure.
No.
How many games did those 3 guys end up playing?
Like, I think literally 0.
No, it was
With everybody.
15 or something.
I thought there was like, even when they were together, somebody else was.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. But I think just those 3 together, KD, Kyrie, and Harden, it was 15 or something like that.
Okay, let's see.
Durant personally was actually insane with the Nets. I think
Yeah.
that was those were the years he was 54.
Dude, that was the year that he was on the line to. He made the shot, but his foot was on the line.
Oh,
It would've-
yeah. We were all in Fort Collins.
We were in
at
Fort
that
Collins
wedding.
whooping it up for the Spanos wedding.
Yeah, at
Oh,
the
I think we
wedding.
have a
Dre
new
was
one.
getting
We
kicked
got
out of a
Sham
bar
on.
for vaping.
Give another shame, and it's a
Hit it, Kale.
really.
Cal, did you hear Sham?
Going. It's
Uh,
not
Come on, Kale.
Kale.
Fire it up.
Kale.
I haven't even,
Kale, it's a
I
Shans.
haven't even seen
on,
It's
what
a
it is.
Shans
Come
wow.
on, news, though.
There it is. There you go.
God, Kale, finally.
Finally, Kale.
Because this deal's really important.
It's
The Memphis
important.
Grizzlies and Cole Anthony's reps, LXL Sports, are working towards a resolution that allows Memphis to create the necessary cap space to renegotiate and extend Jaren Jackson Jr. while giving Anthony the opportunity to find
This
his
is
next
a
destination.
congrats or I'm sorry, but I'm not reading all that.
Dude, Greg Anthony was right.
Wow, what
Wow.
a scoop from
Greg Anthony was right, man. His predictions were right.
So Cole Anthony on the buyout market now, on the free agent
Oh,
market.
God. Do we have to have a Cole Anthony discussion now?
No.
No.
Rockets are out on Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Skip it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way they have any more money.
Yeah, dude, that would be amazing. The Nuggets have no shot of landing him,
No,
but
if
No.
they
that
did,
would be
it'd
incredible.
But hang on,
because
so the
now they
Rockets
obviously now they can't even trade for him.
probably just gave that contract to Dorian Finney-Smith, right?
Right.
Has he been officially? Is he been like he could? The Nuggets could theoretically still do a sign and trade, yes,
Yep.
or is he? He hasn't been bought
Well,
out.
it does seem like Alexander Walker would be in a sign and trade. I was talking about the Pistons earlier. There were some people connecting the Pistons maybe to Alexander Walker sign and trade with the Timberwolves because after they signed Naz Reid, they signed Julius Randle. They just don't have any more money to pay guys. So yeah, Alexander Walker will be on the move in probably a sign and trade, I would guess, just because there's no cap space.
Oh, it's according to the chat. Kale's been traded to Locked On vet minimum.
Oh, no!
But he signed with a vet. He signed with a vet. Yeah.
And then he's getting bought out.
Oh no, he's back.
Wait, we have to phrase it like Shams. This is an opportunity for Kale to expand his role in broader pastures.
And DNVR Nuggets, after a championship season, are taking another step back to reevaluate and get under the apron.
But it did say Kale.
Dude, it really is true. If you read this Cole Anthony thing, it says, while giving Anthony the opportunity to find his next destination. That's hilarious framing.
Yeah.
Because they're just letting him go.
Yeah. No, they're giving him the opportunity to find a new
When you guys
destination.
finally fire me, phrase it that way.
Hey,
We're
man,
giving Vogt an
Listen, man,
opportunity.
We're just giving you the opportunity.
Where would you rank the Rockets in the West right now?
Number 2. I think number 2. They have a lot of
Pretty
guys.
clearly, right?
I think pretty clearly number 2 at the moment.
I agree.
Yeah, I gotta. Some
They
of
got
this
a lot
stuff,
of
like you
guys.
gotta see them, but it does. It does seem like they just keep making moves that I'm like, God damn, that's a good move.
Yeah,
It's a good
they
move.
keep making moves that every team goes, that's a great move.
And you guys know him. I'm so high on Amen Thompson. I think he's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy next year.
Yeah.
As long as Kevin Durant can get out of his way, I think they'll be good.
It's just there
him
is
the
a
rock.
chance that whatever.
Well, of course. I mean, any Kevin Durant team, we have to be like, maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe it won't work.
yeah. Like maybe it won't. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe like he.
Oh, I got traded to Boston.
Ooh, rerouted to Boston.
Oh, man.
Oh,
You're going to have
man.
to delete a lot of tweets.
Dude, we made. I can't believe
Fan
we.
base is going to find out.
I can't believe we made a spite trade. It's incredible.
Out of all the words that you use to describe trades, rerouted might be my favorite.
Rerouted, like a letter. Ooh.
It's getting
Shows
traded
up
to the
with, like, a
Grizzlies,
stamp on his
but
hand.
might
They're like,
be
actually-
rerouted to a contender.
It's Google Maps.
Oopsies.
They stamped back to sender on Mark Williams when they.
Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. All right.
Giving him a chance to explore his next team, his next option.
Very gracious of them to give him
I
that
know.
chance.
Yeah, that was nice. Actually, so generous.
Dude, the language on that was so confusing. Shams just had to tweet out a clarification.
Really?
The playmaking and scoring guard is entering the marketplace.
Oh,
Wow.
Entering the marketplace.
that's another weird thing.
Yeah, wow.
That's like
Entering the market.
be like, babe, do you want me to pick anything up? I'm entering the marketplace. Do we need milk? I'm entering the marketplace right now.
That is a hilarious clarification. You know, this is the thing about Shams, though. He actually is kind of a bad writer.
It is funny,
He
right?
writes
He's
But
not
it
a
is like
trained
bad.
bad
writer.
sentences.
But yeah, but everyone's like, what? And it's like, ugh, this means.
Like he couldn't just write, they're buying out,
yeah,
what's his name, Cole Anthony, and he's a free agent.
yeah.
That would have done the job. But he's trying to
clarify.
he's trying to piece together what the agent is saying, what the team wants out there, and it comes together in just 140 characters of slop.
We have a very important side-by-side to look at,
I'm sure we do.
Hank. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Holy. First off, which is which? Oh, they're a few. Thank God they're labeled. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, you switched them. You son of a biscuit.
I wouldn't have known. Yeah, that's a more up-to-date picture of apparently Nuggets coach Andrew Munson.
You know, I'm not a fan of AI, but could you make them kissing? That would be awesome.
At Cork.
Jesus.
At
Grok.
Jordan Harden.
Jordan
Can
Harden.
you make them kissing? All right. Get a grip, Eric.
You get a grip. Somebody make a deal.
I'm gonna put a graphic up and switch batteries. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna get a stretch in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can really. If you guys have meetings to go to, feel free.
I have one with the Kings. It's a Zoom. It just got set up.
It's remote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just got set up.
All right, let's not end this until the Nuggets sign somebody. Could it be days?
Yeah.
Could be days.
We will not end it until.
Dude, what if we literally made a promise to everybody that we wouldn't leave until the Nuggets make a deal, and then we were here for like 3 days, and it was DeAndre Jordan.
Deal's a deal.
Deal's a deal.
Oh my god.
Well,
I think it's funnier if Eric does it.
we all talked about it.
I think it's way
No,
funnier
we're
if
all
only
doing it. We all have
one
to do
person
it.
does it.
We got to do it one by one.
Wait, did we confuse Pat Spencer and his brother Cam Spencer?
Oh, we definitely did. It was Cam
Shit.
Spencer. You're right. We definitely did.
What did we do?
And I was even looking at the graphic being like, that doesn't look like him. We have a new one. Free agent forward Jake LaRavia has agreed to a 2-year, $12 million deal with the Lakers. I like
What?
LaRavia, man.
Prettiest jump shot in the league.
Dang.
Yeah,
So
$12
the
million to
Lakers
go to the
pivoting
Lakers.
from Finney-Smith and getting LaRavia.
I like LaRavia. I'm not going to lie. I like LaRavia.
I mean, he's okay.
Yeah.
It's funny. There's
He's-
like so
he's
many.
worse than Luke Kennard.
There's so many guys in the NBA
I
that
don't
it's
know
like,
about
oh,
that.
we should get this guy, and I'm like, I know I've seen that guy play, but he did not imprint one memory on me. Like
He
I
got
don't-
real physical. He guarded Jokic. Remember that game?
Oh, I remember. Yes, I do.
Dude, I'm still dying about Cole Anthony entering the marketplace. He's just entering the marketplace. Honey, I'm entering the marketplace.
Wait a second. Chris Haynes now reporting that LaRavia has agreed to re-sign with the Kings after we have a report from Shams 1 minute ago and Haynes 36 seconds ago. Conflicting reports.
Dude, the NBA reporting world is in.
It's a blaze.
It's not great.
No, dude.
Wow. What do we have? What's the truth? Somebody messed up.
Jake
the
All right.
detail.
What if Chris
LaRavia-
Haynes just accidentally wrote the Kings?
I mean, that's my leading theory at the
2
moment.
years, $12 million.
Well,
LaRavia
if
to
that's
the
the case-
Kings from Haynes.
If that's the case, it's time for him to enter
2
the
years,
marketplace
$12
of writers.
million. LaRavia to the Lakers from Shams.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I personally think
Neither of them entering the marketplace.
this is crazy.
Yeah, exiting the marketplace.
Dude, I can't believe we have a conflicting report
And
right
it
now
just
from Haynes
started,
and Shams.
dude.
This is great.
How are things going?
This
with
is
the
kind of
Rockets?
exciting.
I'm entering the
Rocky
marketplace.
start to free agency. I'm glad we're
I'm
live for
entering
this.
the
That's so
She gave me the
This has been a
opportunity.
Colorado Rockies.
I was
free agency.
forcibly given the opportunity to enter the
She
marketplace.
gave me the opportunity into the marketplace.
Oh, please. Come on. Come
I've been
on.
divorced.
Now, you know whoever is wrong is going to find a way to like craft their tweet to make it seem like they are actually not wrong. It's like LaRavia was very, very close to re-signing with the Kings last second.
Yeah.
And this even fooled people within Sacramento.
Yeah, many people within the org even were unclear.
They had the presser already scheduled.
Unfortunately, the Zoom call froze. Oh man. Okay. Well,
I'm trusting. I don't know.
All right,
I'm going
NBA,
Shams.
NBA
I'm
TV,
going
although they're
Shams for
citing
sure.
Shams.
I'm going Shams on this one.
and
I've
Shams.
got my money on Shams.
Also, quick. Is Shams or Shams? We need to get
I think
that.
it's Shams, but we can call him Shams.
Okay.
I think we probably should call him Shams.
I think we should call him that, but Eric can call him Shams.
I agree. Eric, do you want a jelly bean?
Come on, let's do it.
We're all
Come on,
doing it.
no,
We're all doing it. Adam,
You go first. and
I'm
then
the
rest
only one
of us
who's
will
already
do
done it. So
we're
I feel
doing
like
it. We're all
I'm
doing this.
abstain from this.
We're all doing. We're
can't do
gonna
it.
become Bean Brothers live on TV.
Okay, so
Bean
you have
Brothers?
you okay.
Bean Bros.
You have to
did you
say
pick
what
out-
the choices are.
Yeah,
because
give
if
it
you
to
look
Harrison.
on,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what it. Okay, Harrison, show me.
so
Yours?
You don't have to do it. You've already done it.
No, of course he has to do it.
I'll do it. I'll do
Harrison,
it.
you are faced with the opportunity to enjoy a juicy pear
Okay.
or a booger.
Juicy pear
booger.
or booger.
A booger.
I mean, reminder. Last time I had, what was it? Beetle,
No, you stink bug.
stink bug.
Wait, before we go, Shams wins. Hayes issued a correction.
All right, Harrison.
Dude, this
All
could
right,
be.
will you be?
This could
will
be
you be
booger.
Will you be Shams or Crispy Haynes? We'll find out, dude.
Oh,
All right, I'll do it. It's good.
Juicy pear.
oh my God, I can't do this, you guys. I'm bad
Adam.
with this.
Could either have.
Juicy
you're
pear,
not so
baby.
bad. You could either have, I think, berry or toothpaste.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, you probably like toothpaste.
I got berry.
Nice.
Oh my
The
God.
odds are not good here. Dylan, what are you looking at?
Well, it's not. It's not. You know, it's not like a zero sum game thing. Okay. Oh man,
Do I
I've
still
got
have to eat it though? Because I don't want the sugar.
butter
a
pop.
jelly
Can you
bean,
read? I'm too old.
yeah, what are you looking at?
I got butter popcorn or what?
Buttered popcorn or rotten egg?
Oh no, dude! Rotten
Butter
egg.
popcorn or rotten egg?
I think I have the other one.
Kill, can you go get a sausage just in case?
Just in case.
in case the things go sideways.
They're frozen. You're
Okay, ready?
out of luck.
Butter popcorn.
Which means I'm holding rotten egg.
No, that's not what that means.
No,
Do
it
you guys
does.
have the exact same color?
Yeah.
They don't-
Yeah, you have rotten egg.
No, it's a mix. It could be anything.
But I think
No,
there's only two of each.
in the box.
no, that does not work out. This thing's full, and there's only like
All right.
16 beans on the back.
If only Vogt got the bad one.
It's pear.
Yo, 4 for 4. Wow. Fellas forever. Oh, Kale, get over here.
All right, Kale.
Definitely false.
Kale's definitely. Yeah, come
No,
right
they're
behind
not.
us. Come
Again,
right
they're
behind
not
us.
related to each other.
Either that or boogers are not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, well,
Alright, so what are my options?
Kale either has.
Kale either has
come in, do it on camera, right
strawberry banana smoothie.
Oh, yeah, you can turn it on your.
Kale, you either have a strawberry banana smoothie.
Oh, delightful.
Or a dead fish.
Oh, that's a wide range.
Oh,
Dead
come-
fish.
Dead fish.
Wait. Okay, come on.
Dead fish. Oh my, it's so fishy. It's so fishy. It's like
Oh my God.
soda.
That bad?
Yeah, there's no mystery sausage around. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Wait, are you sure it was dead fish? Kale's
I
dying.
will say vomit was worse than stink bug to me.
that. Well, so anyway, Kale, I think quit.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's rough.
Kale's offset.
Shams said, and now he's just like dancing on Haynes' grave right now. Fully guaranteed deal for LaRavia. He even says negotiated tonight. I mean, it's not even 5 o'clock yet, but tonight by agents Aaron Riley and Reggie Berry. So just
Kale is
shouting out
in
the agents.
absolute hell. Yeah, Vogt's not positive he didn't eat a booger, but he is. He likes boogers. So
I think it's fair and I don't like it.
either way, he's not into it.
I can't believe this, man. This is.
I know.
Yeah.
Worst
Real
DNVR show
bust
of the
of a
year.
free agent show. So
Joe
far.
folks. Sorry, buddy.
Listen, man, what are we supposed to
Joe,
do?
folks, go shoot 20% in a game.
It's not our fault.
By the way, Aaron LaRavia's agent, Aaron Riley, also Deron Holmes' agent.
Yeah.
And Austin Reeves.
And
whoever
Austin
tweeted.
Reeves could be a big couple months for Aaron Riley.
Yeah. Is he the only guy that tampered this year?
Good stuff, everyone. Let's check our breaking
And
news
Dayron
list.
Sharp. Dayron Sharp got a deal too. So
Oh, yeah.
man, he was early. He got his work done early.
Yeah. Dayron Sharp, that was another one that every Nuggets fan was like, oh, can we get Dayron Sharp? Can we get
So, all right, losing Finney-Smith is big, but if the Lakers add LaRavia and DeAndre Ayton, would you say
Oh,
that
yeah,
they're a better
Ayton.
team than they were? You lose Dorian Finney-Smith, but
If
you
they
add
get Ayton,
LaRavia,
if they get Ayton, yes,
Ayton,
Ayton's a good
yes.
player.
so
Yeah, Ayton's good, and they just, I mean, they still don't have a center.
I mean, they can throw out a lineup that is Austin Reeves, LaRavia, Luka, Connect.
Connect, come on. Come on.
It'd be the whitest team in the world. I was trying to think if they have a white big guy, but I don't think they do.
Do they not have Alex Len? Feels like they should. I don't think they do.
Coached by JJ Redick.
Coached by Redick, man.
though. So,
Still fish, huh?
yeah, I think they could.
Hey, Kill.
it's not a taste that just goes away.
Listen, we're all sitting here having to deal with buttered popcorn and
Yeah, it's
juicy
true. You
pear.
think I want
Pear's my
berry?
least favorite fruit. Pear's my least favorite fruit.
Yeah, dude,
bro.
come on. You didn't bring us a drink. Come on. Be cool, man.
Man, well, what do we do now?
So we could end the stream,
I think we shouldn't.
or we could stay on.
I think we should stay on and continue to play
No,
games.
I think that we have to. Listen, we gotta.
We still have to do
Should we
another
order
show
a pizza?
after this.
Yeah, we do have another show after. So unless
Yeah.
we want to start working those ad breaks in now.
No, we got to wait for something to happen.
We can't.
Pizza be good.
Yeah,
Should we
should
order a
get-
pizza? What
yeah.
kind of pizza should we get?
One
do we
that doesn't
any
have dairy
sponsors?
on it?
No.
You're not doing dairy this
I'm
month?
out on dairy,
You're
bro.
out on
No
dairy?
dairy, no sugar. Jesus Christ.
So what are you not putting sugar on your pizza?
Yeah, you guys can get pizza though. I'll get.
No, we're gonna get something we can all enjoy.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Let's get a bucket of chicken.
I don't I
giant
don't eat
bucket
fried
of
chicken.
chicken.
Let's get a plate of hamburgers.
Oh, now we're
Let's
talking.
get a bag of burgers for the boys.
a plate of ground beef.
Do we
no
still have,
seasoning.
Kale, do we still have some sausages up there you could cook up? Do you want to go cook us some sausages?
2 hours for them to defrost. We might still be going to this big.
Kale unironically that day being like, well, I better go prepare those sausages for the show.
We have the toaster oven upstairs that we used to
Oh,
make the
man.
sausage the first time.
And the sausages were good.
This
That was a good
this
sausage.
very quickly turned into just like the way all the streamers stream, just every second of their life.
Right.
Yeah.
Just what should we do?
What should we eat for
We
food?
should have gotten a little
We
weird.
should have music playing in the background that we sing to every now and again. They're like, no, they not like
that's an
us.
idea,
They
for
not
sure.
like us. Well, that's just how all the streams go, you know.
Oh, really? I'm not much of a stream watcher.
Yeah, sure.
I love the theory here. K Gold says, does Adam have inside info on the Nuggets sign? That's why he wants to extend the show.
Trust me, if we had inside info, we'd be talking about it right now.
We would have scheduled the show accordingly.
We're like, let's throw everyone off the trail and go an hour early.
Oh, man. I just saw a great tweet. Send it to Kel. Yeah, I'll send it to production team. Yep.
Shout out Paulina, who hopes our summer's going well. Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Just a couple bros eating
Hanging out
jelly
on
beans
camera
together.
right now. How are you?
Okay.
All right, what do we got?
Thank you, Yaya.
It's not going to be Jordan Harden.
Yaya's like, I blocked out this hour of my day for
Scott
free
Perry and
news.
D-line.
Wow. Same
Unflattering,
person.
but
Wow.
I don't even see it, but I'm fine.
Wait, I don't get this. What is this? Oh, it's the Zoom meeting.
It's not a side by side. They're zooming together.
Nice.
Got it. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
just negotiating there.
Dang, Yaya's on fire. Kale's in hell. Yaya's on fire.
I just got tagged in the Discord. What does that mean?
On a serious note, do we want something on a serious note?
Please.
Sure.
Okay. Do we think the lower than expected salary cap is what's holding things up?
Yes,
Oh, I like this.
I do think that because
Teams are like, oh, I was going to get Bruce Brown on the MLE. Maybe I just want him on a minimum.
yes. No, I think absolutely that, and I just think there's a lot of maneuvering that has to happen. There's a lot of they're really they've abolished the middle class of the NBA. That's like the clearest part of this apron portion of this era is that it's just like nothing but massive and tiny contracts. And there's a lot of guys that are like, oh, I was kind of hoping I'd get like a decent, like a Zeke Naji sized contract. And it's like, sorry, we have $11. So he's like, okay, I guess I'm set up another Zoom meeting with another team. There's just going to be a lot of, conversations that have to happen.
Got some super chats.
Hell yeah.
oh,
take a
let's
look
hit
at it.
those.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Amin T98. Nuggets need Jordan Clarkson's shot creation more than Luke Kennard's shooting.
Interesting.
Jordan Clarkson, Bruce, and a center would be a great free agency.
If we got, it's impossible, I think, but if we got Jordan Clarkson, Bruce Brown, and Larry Nance, I would eat a fish jelly bean.
I like your Larry Nance. I'll give you that one. I'll let you own it, but I do love that one. I'm equally as in on that idea.
I like Larry Nance.
I just think he would be and then also anybody that loves Jokic, I'm
smart
like, yeah, let's
player.
Yeah.
Hey, Kale. That's from
go.
Kyle.
You chose Kale
What up,
today.
man?
Big Honey 15. I would subscribe to DNVR Centel.
Somebody make a DNVR.
Yeah, somebody make a
that
DNVR
we can't
Centel
run
right
that.
now.
Somebody else has to run that.
Somebody else run that. Like,
But we will retweet
we
it
hold up
all
our
the time.
journalistic values too much on this show,
DNVR Centel.
At Super Dope Hip Hop.
and it's just about us.
Yeah.
Fact or fiction,
Not even the
if
Nuggets.
Braun smartly chose the Nuggets at this time in 2018 versus this post-Dr. Bus dying dumpster fire, the Lakers and he and the Joker would have at least 2 titles.
I
minimum.
think this is kind of true.
I
to
think
be
it's
honest.
1,000,000%
LeBron
true.
was still
Dude, if
really
LeBron-
freaking good 2018
If
to
LeBron comes, like
2021.
I think the Nuggets are the favorites. I'm not even kidding. Like,
Oh, right now.
yes.
Oh, he's talking about like back in 2018.
Yeah, he's saying like if they back when we were the last time we were perpetrating this nonsense.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Well, I mean, what's interesting now is, if it's an MPJ type of trade, yeah, obviously. But if it's more of a Murray trade, you're like,
Yeah, will you send me the
okay,
link?
cool, but who's dribbling the ball?
Ecam.
yeah, it's probably Christian Brown or
Like, who's our point guard?
Jalen Pickett. Like,
Yeah.
like in that case,
Oh, Tre Jones.
oh no,
Not to the Nuggets.
No, he's
Chicago
going
Bulls.
back to the
Tre
Bulls.
Jones, so not Tyus Jones, but Tre Jones to the Bulls?
return to the Bulls,
I didn't even know he was on the Bulls, not going to lie.
What are the Bulls like?
We
I
don't know.
want to start that dialogue.
dude. Nobody hates the Bulls more than the Bulls fans.
Okay,
I know.
well, Tre
There's
Jones
no
going
way
back to Chicago.
CHGO is enthused by this move.
Probably not.
There's no way.
Probably not.
I'm gonna tune into their podcast right now.
Are they doing a stream?
Yeah, we're all gripped by this terrible nonsense.
What are the other All City shows? There's no way the other All City shows are trying mystery jelly bean flavors.
No. I mean, they don't have the heart.
At Mile High Minor, it's going back to the super chats here. ESPN Zone had the most amazing Skywalker Thompson statue.
Man.
What are some restaurants that aren't along anymore? Not ESPN Zone. Where are there some other ones?
Oh,
that you
every
really-
single one that existed before COVID. All of them.
That was a fun game.
Dude, my favorite part is people are like, "Oh, what are your favorite restaurants in Denver?" I'm like, I don't know. Every one of them closed, and now it's like
This is not true.
it is true. All of my favorites, and then like now you have to be like, I don't know, go to Guts and Ghost or whatever. It's like something you're like, I've never heard of this place. And they're like, oh, they have the
You
greatest.
haven't
offal.
heard about that speakeasy?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of that nonsense. But like all of my favorite
I went to this
Mexican
one,
restaurant closed.
This one speakeasy, and I'm not going to put them on blast. It was also in another state, so I don't remember the name of it. But it was literally just like a basement that wasn't even fully underground. Like the term is speakeasy
Oh, yeah.
is just getting tossed out crazy right now.
We're not a bar. We're a speakeasy.
It's so
They're
terrible.
like, of course, the speakeasy. Didn't you see? It was a fake door that
You
came
had to
through?
walk down
Yeah.
3 stairs. Welcome to our speakeasy.
Yeah, I like to open the fridge out front, but it's
Yeah.
actually a
Right.
door.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
very
telling my
creative
favorite
stuff.
thing in Korea, there are these bars in Seoul where all it is like it's like almost like a gas station fridge.
Yeah.
And you just serve yourself, and at the end they add up your cans. I kind of love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yep.
I think that's a great way to do a bar. I feel like
Got
you're
another
hanging out.
Shams Wow. Sham Wow. I don't even know.
Was
what
that a
to call
false Shams wow?
it. No, there's another
It
one.
was a real one.
D'Angelo Russell officially to the Mavs.
Dang. Okay, time to
2-year, $13 million deal. That's the taxpayer mid-level exception. That's
It's a
the
good-
deal the Nuggets have access
That's
to.
not a bad deal.
I know that helps him survive Kyrie's absence.
Yeah.
It's not a bad
That's actually
deal.
a great deal
I
for
think that's-
him.
yeah.
That's a great spot for him to go.
Yeah, real win-win right there.
Let's see what the
Tre
Mavs show
Jones, by the
thinks.
way, 3 years, $24 million. It's a lot of money for
That's
Tre
above
Jones.
the taxpayer
a
mid-level.
lot of money. I mean, it is the Bulls, but if that's for as far as markets go, that's pretty.
I know.
pretty good money. He got
what were
Zeke
Tre
Minaj
Jones'
money.
Numbers even last season.
Tre Jones, Zeke Naji money.
Tre Jones,
Dude, the Mavs show.
he did average
did what we
11 and a
did.
half
They
points, had a
decided
nice
to end
year.
the show early. For real. And now that right in the news.
Right there, that's hilarious. By the way, Chris Haynes.
Tre Jones is like a 20-minute per game guy, and they already have a bunch of point guards there. Weird signing.
By the way, Haynes is reporting that there's been no trade discussions with LeBron. He believes the Lakers have what it takes to maximize the Luka timeline, but also maximize and prioritize his timeline, trying to squash trade rumors that LeBron is seeking a
Well,
That
trade.
he
I mean, was
started?
that Chris Haynes?
Yeah.
So that might be not correct.
I know.
I love
So it might actually be the opposite.
Oh
of
wait,
that.
no, the opposite's true. He is trying to force.
I would say that report it was a dead fish.
Well, I like how this clarification comes from Rich Paul, who's the person who gave us the first quote.
I know.
A clarification to his on the record quote.
When I said unsolicited that LeBron really wants to win,
What I really meant was he's very happy.
he thinks that they can.
Yeah.
And by the way, catch Space Jam 4.
Jordan Clarkson is officially bought out from the Utah Jazz.
Oh, he's entering the marketplace. Or actually, he has entered.
He is.
Are they allowing him to explore the open?
The Jazz
market?
they're being gracious enough
Yeah.
to allow Jordan Clarkson.
Dude, what an organization. Did we hit all the super
Oh, let's
chats?
do more. Yeah, Matt Carew, 3 years of not doing anything besides losing Bruce Brown and KCP. Screw it. Would yell, take D. White and Jaylen Brown from all an MPJ and everything we have left.
Whoa.
Macaroon.
Got kind of dark at the end there. Okay.
I don't know if I would do that.
I do love that.
I would do that. I would do that. D. White and Jaylen Brown from all at MPJ.
And everything else you have.
What is that? One other pick?
2031.
2031.
Dude, Chris Haynes is having such a bad day. So he so he tweeted the D'Angelo Russell news, but apparently he's using like a AI graphic maker for the jersey swap.
No way.
And the Dallas on the jersey is just spelled so badly.
Oh, it's like Dobler.
yeah.
It's spelled DLLS.
No, that'd actually be good, but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
it's
a
spelled
bad AI swap picture.
DALIERS.
Dude.
Dalliers.
I like it because Haynes is like a cool guy, but he's just old enough to make that mistake. You know, you know what I
It's
mean?
like this is Shams' competition
just
now,
outside
man.
of his waters to be like, am I doing this right, kids? No,
Dude,
no, you're
it's-
not.
Do you know what
It's
what
now
a,
Shams versus the Sham.
Do you know how inconvenient it was for everyone when Woj started using graphics? They're like, I got to learn how to be a graphic designer now too. I got to turn out jersey
Kale.
swaps on the fly.
I think Haynes could afford to hire one though. That's
We
Whoa!
have an absolutely
Whoa!
massive trade
Whoa!
that just
Well,
came in.
here it is. Oh my
An
god!
absolutely massive
Wow.
deal. Are you ready for this?
Oh
Kale, do
my
you see
God.
the tweet?
There it is.
Do you have the tweet up? The Denver Nuggets are trading Michael Porter Jr. and a 2032 first round pick for Cam
Wow.
Johnson.
Whoa!
Wow.
There it is.
Absolutely stunning.
I think it's a good deal, guys.
What is the? Hold on. Before we break this in, this is an emotional thing. What is the emotion right now? We're gonna get into the
Oh
logic
my
of it.
God.
I'll tell you. I feel a little like it feels a little sad. You know, like I'm gonna get very excited here in a second, but it feels a little sad to be over with that era in a weird way. It's a great. I think it's a great
Lord.
move. I think it's a great move. I like Cam Johnson. I like him in that spot. But
Oh my
Wow.
God!
Unbelievable, man.
what are the terms of this deal again?
The
MPJ in a
2032
first.
unprotected pick
Wow.
and Porter.
Man, a pick along attached to it to get Cam Johnson. I love Cam Johnson. I love him. I think he is Michael Porter that fits the system a lot better. He's going to be a more consistent, checks more boxes, all of these different
Wow.
things.
I think it's a really good deal.
Oh my God, dude!
What is your feeling? I'm curious what you're reacting to. By the way, he has 2 more years on his deal left.
Same
No,
with Porter.
no player options, no team options, nothing like that. 21 and 23 million.
I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. I will just say this. Porter worked so hard to be available. And if he had worked any less hard or cared less hard
Yeah.
about that, then none of this happens. Like, he didn't give himself the max. There was a bet placed on him. He needed a 3rd surgery. And if Porter folds, if Porter gets selfishly down in the dumps about that, if Porter just decides he's not good enough and stops trying, this organization is screwed. And
Wow.
he didn't. He worked his ass off to stay available and to make sure that contract didn't end up completely sinking them. They won their first ever title together. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I honestly think Porter's story is awesome when the dust settles. He fought to stay available. The good outcomes were pretty low in terms of likelihood after that third surgery. He won that title. And I think the Denver Nuggets have just made a savvy business move, to be honest.
The 2032 pick is 7 years from now. You look at, the Nuggets, that is likely the end of the Jokic era. That pick has a chance to be very valuable for Brooklyn. Denver including it, to me, is a bit of a bummer. But it's far enough out that it feels like a completely different timeline, completely different era.
I think this is a good move, man, but I also think everyone can feel how they want, but like as a Nuggets fan, thanks to Porter, man. Thank you to Porter for working as hard as he did to stay available as he did and helping the Nuggets win their first ever title, man. He was a bigger part of it than it feels right now, and I think it's a good move, to be clear. But
it sounds like no other deals are coming out at the moment, at least. It sounds like that. So this is also a bit of a salary dump for Denver. I believe in
so
PJ.
he's at 4 years, $109 million, I believe.
What is it the per year? Because Cam's at 23. Yeah, this is a significant savings. 21 and 23 a year versus Mike 38 and 40.
Here's
that's
the
actually
thing,
a pretty big salary drop.
How are they able to do that? You have to make the salaries match, I thought.
Because they had the cap space. They are one of the few teams that had tons of cap space, so they're absorbing him into their cap space.
This is crazy. We did not think a trade like this was happening or even could happen.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn does it because they obviously are really valuing this 2032 first from Denver. Just crazy.
I anticipate that pick will likely get traded because even though they are rebuilding and everything else, that's even beyond their own timeline.
Unbelievable.
And that is going to be a very valuable pick. I would expect that pick to be a thing that is discussed 4 years from now, but it becomes a thing where it's like, oh, Brooklyn's holding on to that 2032 Denver first.
Damn.
So Michael Porter Jr. Unbelievable.
I did not have that on my bingo card.
That was not on our bingo card. We did not think a Porter trade was even possible.
I am so shocked.
And
I am
the Nuggets
so shocked.
had really one asset to make a big deal. It was one of those way off first round picks, and they use it to get Cam Johnson. Yeah. What an interesting trade, man.
So first of all, let's just break this down as a trade.
Yep.
Nuggets save some money, some flexibility. I want to have to wait and see what this means, what the financial implications are, because I think that's a big part of how you're going to have to grade this. But number two, I do think Cam Johnson is going to be a guy Jokic really likes playing with. I think he knows how to play the game. He makes shots. He knows how to team defender, do all these different things. I think he's going to be a guy that fits in. He's almost like if Michael Porter was KCP in some ways, not the defensive part, but I'm just saying he knows what's going on. He's going to fit in. I think he's a guy you should count on to be able to make shots in a postseason. We'll see, but he's a guy that you're going to count on to do that. One thing that I think Denver's going to miss for Michael Porter that's underappreciated of his game, he finishes shots around the basket. He doesn't get a ton of opportunity, but he does finish them, and they often come in moments when Denver's in a corner. I don't think you're going to get that from Cam Johnson. I don't think he's going to be a guy that catches it with 4 on the clock, makes a move, and kind of shoots the little leaner. And I'm curious if Denver can, if we feel that next year. But as far as a Jokic ball player, I think they get an upgrade on a guy that is a Jokic ball player.
Okay, here's my feeling. I think that the skill set is somewhat comparable between the two.
Definitely is.
The two are kind of players that you look at one another as a little bit like you can put them in the same category. Like they are tall, 3-point specialists. You can see a lot of similarities between the two. The one thing that I think is very deft by the Denver Nuggets is that it's always about the health with Michael Porter Jr. That's really the start and the end of it. That's a transcendent talent. That's an unbelievable player. The Denver Nuggets were blessed to be able to even get his services. The fact that he fell to them.
That was one of the more memorable. That might be the single most memorable draft night, honestly, of the Jokic era. Because when Jokic was drafted, we didn't know at the time what he was going to become. The Michael Porter draft was probably the loudest draft night we've had.
And to their credit, the Denver Nuggets were very patient with Michael Porter Jr. Like, he didn't really play his first season because of Michael Malone, frankly, and then he sort of had to like work his way in.
Yep.
He, as Vogt mentioned, then had another back injury. And for me, it was always just kind of like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're like, you know, you're talking about the most volatile area for a basketball player, the back, the middle of every part of what you're doing. And I'm stunned. This feels like Nuggets Twitter pulled this trade off. This is like the type of deal we've been seeing for years and years.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they did this. This is actually pretty impressive from the front office.
This is very impressive. And let me just say that I think the Nuggets are swapping Porter, who is going to make $38 million next year, for Cam Johnson, who's making $21 million.
That's unbelievable.
The Nuggets are going to go below the first apron potentially here.
They will now have they will have access now to the non-taxpayer mid-level
is
exception.
$12 million.
So it is possible.
Do they have it this year?
This gives
Yes.
them the flexibility now, maybe
This
to add,
is a
add
stunning
another
trade,
high
and it
value
seems
player.
like a great one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how about this front office? Just, we're not going to make any trades. It's going to be a quiet summer. We're maybe free agency, and then they make a Michael Porter Jr. trade. I got to be
massive
honest.
Trade.
I think this is a better deal than the Zach LaVine.
I agree. I think
it's a
Cam
better
Johnson
outcome.
This is a home run deal.
This is an
a home run
absolute.
deal.
This is an absolute grand slam.
This is a home run.
This is
This is
home
a
run
juicy
deal.
pair,
This
not
is
a dead
perfect
fish.
game. It's a no-hitter.
There's a version of a healthier Mike that has a higher ceiling than Cam. I think people would be surprised. Like, people, I think, get a little surprised when a third option sometimes doesn't score in the playoffs. Like, it happens. Chris Bosh once scored 0 points
Yeah.
in a game
And
7.
he was hurt.
It's really hard as a third option, and he was hurt. But I don't think you can just keep waiting.
Yep.
I don't think you can just keep waiting. And so, like, I think you'll see a little bit of a difference. Like, Porter brought more to the table than people realize.
For sure.
Yep.
But right now, who's more likely to be healthy in the second round of the playoffs and less of a wild card?
Holy smokes! What if we went off?
And who's cheaper? I think it's a good deal.
I actually think it's a good deal
think it's a
too.
good deal.
And here's the other thing about it. This also, to me, maybe hints at David Adelman's influence, because we wonder what David Adelman's going to do differently from Michael Malone on the offensive end. He was the offensive engine. Cam Johnson is a guy that, one, I think knows the spots to be at better than Michael Porter. I think Michael Porter's a better pure shooter. I think Cam Johnson knows where to be on the court better, and I think it means you can involve him in more just like movement off ball. I think he's going to be better at those types of things. So to maximize this deal from Denver's perspective, I do think the offense now, there's no excuse not to get more nuance in how you use that shooter around the perimeter. I think Cam Johnson's going to love it,
And there's more Porter Jr. news. Free agent guard
there's
Kevin
more-
Porter Jr.
There's more. No. Bruce Brown Jr. has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Denver Nuggets.
what? Who has?
Yo!
Who has?
Bruce Brown is coming back!
Let's go!
Oh my God!
Yo, are you serious?
Dude! What a day for the Nuggets!
Johnson and Bruce.
My
Hold on.
God! Cam
Where are you
Johnson
guys? Are we
and
back?
Bruce
Is that a
Brown.
big?
That's
Is that
real.
coming from Chris Haynes? Who's it coming from?
This is from Shams Charania.
Guys!
Bro.
Wallace!
Brown!
Ben Wallace!
John
Ben
Johnson.
Tenzer.
Yo!
Wow. Brucey B. This is incredible.
Is this a?
Hey,
it's a 1-year deal. That's
we might
got to be
have,
the
if we get a
MLE,
call
right?
in, let me know. I just sent a link to somebody.
Nostalgia bait. All right, man. They've got limited
Brown?
options. Like, they've got limited options.
Oh my gosh, man.
Bruce Brown is coming home!
Oh my God, dude.
Wow, this is incredible.
What
I
a
love this.
day.
Hey, let's go through this real quick. Starting lineup stays more or less the same. I think they get smarter, more dynamic. Now you add Bruce Brown in Russell Westbrook's role. You're going to have Julian Strawther and Peyton Watson still, depending on what you're doing.
Are we sure? I mean, my God. Holy smokes, man.
Wow.
This front office wasting no time. They wasted actually a lot of time.
They actually did.
But now
Everybody's going to have to delete their tweets of like, oh, they're just going to sit there and not hire. This front office came in swinging.
Cam Johnson and Bruce Brown.
We just had like 500 people jump in the street.
Hey,
Literally the
I'm telling you, man.
Hit the like,
This
hit
is-
the like, hit the
Nuggets
like.
got one of those-
everybody.
The Nuggets got one of those Shams narrative crafting tweets.
Oh, baby, let's
Almo-
go! We
almost-
are back! back.
Almost an hour and a half into free agency, the Nuggets land Cam Johnson via trade for MPJ and bring back a fan favorite in Bruce Brown.
A fan favorite. That's selling him a little short, I'd say.
Oh,
We got to
my
get Brucey
God,
Bree on
dude.
the show.
Yeah,
This
send
is
him
a
the
great.
link.
This is great, man.
Oh man, amazing.
This is great.
We're so back. We're so back.
We've wanted
chat.
Cam Johnson for a long time. I am sad to see Michael Porter go, though. It does feel like a weird.
Of course, man.
If it happened after the championship, it would have felt different, which maybe was the right time when it had been like, all right, on top. It sucks to kind of go through this, but you know what? This is a great deal.
Bro.
We are cooking right now.
I love Denver's starting lineup now from an IQ standpoint. I think this is the smartest starting lineup they've had. We'll see if it's as effective. Michael Porter was very good. I think you now have guys, Christian Brown, elite, Jokic ball player, AG, one of the best, if
Hang
not
on.
the best ever.
Bro.
Murray.
Hang on, did they get Brucey for the minimum?
Bro,
Because it's a 1-year deal.
I know that's or the MLE.
I'm trying to figure out what
I don't care. I might be the minimum, but who cares?
the way it
And
was
they
framed.
might still have the mid.
Who had that report? Because I'm not seeing it.
Shams.
It was Shams?
Yeah.
There we go. A 1-year deal with Denver. Okay.
Your top 6 now is your starting lineup with Cam Johnson and Bruce Brown.
Man, this is exciting.
This is awesome.
I love that we had the Bruce Brown graphic ready to go. Just feeling
We
it.
knew the deal was done.
Dude, I'm telling you, I asked around everywhere, and everyone's like, I haven't heard anything on it. It's very quiet on the Bruce Brown front.
Yeah,
There
we
were
were like-
no reports, and so that's why you thought, okay, he's
Okay,
probably
there's a
got a team.
deal.
The Nuggets were probably how it happened. The Nuggets were like, okay, let us do the Michael Porter Jr. trade, and then we'll get to Bruce Brown. That's what's happened so far.
Yeah.
God, dude, they should buy out Saric.
No kidding.
I know we could probably
Sky's
sign
the limit,
anybody
dude.
right now.
We don't care. Let's get LeBron.
Yeah, let's see, man.
There are
This is
still
good.
some guys left out there. I mean,
Apologies to everyone in the chat. The chat's flying so fast, I literally can't.
It doesn't matter, man. Extend the show 2 hours. This is incredible, man. This
Yeah.
is absolutely. We knew that Brucey B alone would be a vibes.
Yep.
A vibes.
Just a
it boost.
Quick housekeeping. Ty Jerome went to the
Yeah, shut up.
Grizzlies. I mean, come on. I didn't mention it.
Oh
Dude,
man.
the Nuggets are killing it right now.
Who cares about that 2032? We're gonna
we're
7
gonna
years
be
from
dead
now.
by then.
Yeah, 7 years from now, we're gonna be down so bad. But you know
Yeah.
what? Who cares?
We were already going to be down bad.
We were all, yeah, exactly. We're just gonna be more down bad. Who cares?
so they saved a bunch of money. Then they signed Bruce. But if you buy out Saric,
If you can add another player to this, because I will say Denver still the depth question has not gone away. They've replaced it a 1-for-1 player, and now Bruce replaces Russ. So now you have not addressed your depth issues, but this is huge, man.
Well, you kind of have addressed it a little bit by just getting
Yes.
Bruce Brown.
But I mean, he replaces Russ, who was playing every game last year.
Definitely, but I mean, I would consider it an upgrade, though.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook to Bruce Brown.
yeah.
Somebody just texted my buddy Jan Andrews. The 2032 pick is a 12-year-old. The Nuggets really did just trade an elementary student.
So MPJ in a first round. So MPJ and a first rounder are out. Cam Johnson and a Bruce Brown is back in. We don't know what deal yet.
Yeah, the Nuggets are engaged in child trafficking?
Nuggets in some weird way have. I love this. This is great. Ooh, man, the Kevon Looney left the Warriors.
I was going to say that. I was shouted down.
Hey,
rudely.
we're not talking about it. We're talking about Brucey B, man.
Bro, Brucey B.
Man, what a vibes boost here this is.
Oh
he-
my God, dude.
So, if you try to go to the bench now, it does give you an option if Pickett's not working out, if that's the plan. But I kind of like Pickett and Brucey B together. You need
Yep.
like somebody who has downhill creation next to Pickett. I kind of like them, and then defensively they're kind of dogs.
I mean, the thing that
You
Bruce
move P-Watt out of position and Julian a little
the
bit.
thing that Bruce Brown gives you above all else is you want to talk about a guy that's playable in the playoffs.
Yes.
That guy closes games.
Yeah, he
that
does.
guy gets in faces.
Yeah.
That guy,
Also, man, like I was saying when I had my list
Yeah,
of
he
free
brings
agents,
balls that we lose
Bruce
with Russ.
Brown isn't the best free agent on the market. But there's
He's our
nobody that was realistic that I would rather add than him.
Yeah.
Because you know how he's going to fit in the locker room. You know what he's going to do for the culture. You know he wants to be here. You know this core likes him. And he is a guy, yeah, he hasn't looked great the last couple of years. Bruce Brown's a classic type of role player that's going to play better with good talent around him. And he's going to play great next to Yoke. We know that. He's a good role player on a good team. Not a good role player on a bad team, but on a good team, he's good.
Man,
This is amazing.
The Nuggets really wiggled them way out of a corner, man. This is an exciting group here. And it costs, again, a future asset that none of us are that tied to.
We are cooking right now.
So the big questions now, chat, that we will learn together here is the next question is, what contract did Bruce Brown get? Because after that, we'll have some sort of answer to how much cap space is left. There's a chance with the Porter move, based off how much they gave Bruce Brown, that they're operating with more than that exception to go ahead and negotiate with some of these free agents. So we'll see. They could be not done. They could very well be not done. Buy out Saric.
Guys, if you were wondering if Bruce Brown has posted on Instagram about it already, twice. Bruce Brown has Bruce Brown has
scheduled tweets.
He has twice. One 3 minutes ago. One 1 minute ago. Him in his Nuggets gear screaming.
Oh my God, man!
Oh my
what a
God,
day!
dude. What a day!
Bruce Brown, when you see this, come on the show, buddy.
Bruce
Like
Brown,
right
hop
now,
on
bro.
now. Yeah, DMs are open, man.
Hop
Get
on
you
now,
that
Brucey
link.
B.
This is great stuff.
This is amazing,
I
man.
can't believe how much I was so nervous 2 hours ago.
Yep.
Just about the fish jelly bean,
Yes.
dude. What a wow! I didn't expect anything. I thought for sure I was gonna be talking myself and everybody into a pickup of, like.
Oh yeah, totally. You're
I'm
gonna
like,
have to
guys,
talk
it's
yourself
actually
in.
better. It's better than it looks.
Chris Boucher, you're like, he is good.
Ah!
We're back.
We're so back. We're so back, dude. We're so back.
Cam Johnson.
Kale, will you pull up the tweet that I made?
Sure. On your personal account.
Yes.
This is absolutely incredible.
Man, shout out to Michael Porter. We'll have a lot of time to talk about Michael Porter and like his impact and everything here, but this is a great deal.
Another thing I like about this deal is it also relies you. One of the things that's about Bruce, I think there's a little truth to this to Cam, although it's true of Mike too. You do have some versatility, lineup versatility. You can slide Cam Johnson over to the 4, same as you could do with Mike.
Yep.
And Bruce can play 1, 2, 3, or 4. I mean, he really gives you a lot of different configurations you can play. I still, not to throw a little water on this, I still think the Nuggets need another guy.
Yep, they're like half a guy away.
I still don't
couple
like the
guys,
backup
yeah.
center, right? Like you're still
Sure.
looking at that backup
Another
center
guy
spot.
would be great.
So, but wow, do I absolutely love this.
Wow. Yeah, look at the old. You formerly said, "Yeah, thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike."
We are going to have to utilize. I'm telling you, I do feel a sadness, though.
I do.
I feel a sadness.
I feel strange.
Yeah, I feel strange. When it happened, when the news first came out, my first
I like
feeling
Michael
was
Porter
sad.
Jr. This is the thing is, yes,
So
I
for
was too.
excitement. It
Me
was
too.
quick, but it
Me
was-
too.
it
I
was
was like,
sad
I don't
first.
know what to do
It
because
was
this.
so unexpected.
Yes. I
Like
looked at
if
it
we
like
had been talking about an MPJ trade, I feel like I would have felt differently. But it was like so unexpected.
I stared at that tweet for a long time before I made a sound. Like I
Yeah.
was like, no.
I mean, two things have to happen still. Brooklyn A has to see the physical and say, yeah, we still want to do this.
That would be the worst way for this day to end.
I'm just saying.
I bet you were
there-
right.
It did happen as recently as last year,
Yeah.
a team not doing that.
Yeah.
And so that's part of
no
it.
givebacks.
But
Ooh, rebounding. Also, as we compare their numbers side by side here, Cam Johnson last year 18.8, Michael Porter 18.2. They were in different roles. One of them did not have a Jokic or a Murray or an AG.
Yeah.
4.3 rebounds for Cam, 7 for MPJ. That is a weakness, I think, in the game. 3.4 assists for Cam Johnson, 2.1 for MPJ, and then the shooting splits. 48, 39, 89 to 50, 40, 77. Mike, weirdly not great free throw shooter, is the weirdest part of his game.
It's always been weird.
But it is, the 48, 39 to 50, 40. They're about the same, but Mike is a little bit of a better shooter.
Look, man. If you think of guys who replicate Michael Porter Jr.'s game across the league, Cam Johnson is the closest thing to him.
Closest, easily.
They are very similar players in a lot of ways. I would say Cam Johnson maybe a little like more high IQ, just kind of can read the game a little better. But Porter, I would say, just has more natural offensive skill than Cam.
Yeah.
I mean, Cam Johnson was beloved in Phoenix.
Yeah.
He was a casualty of the Kevin Durant trade, and then
Yep.
anybody that goes to Brooklyn just gets that's the new NBA Siberia. Now
Yep.
that Orlando is good, somehow it sucks to play in New York City.
Yep.
I am curious now. I am curious though. Trading the 32nd pick instead of the 31st one's interesting because of now Denver. I don't believe can trade either. this will affect them and what they can trade going forward. They
Yeah.
push it out so it's further out, but it also makes it more difficult for them to trade first going forward, which will be interesting to see how they get out of it. Michael Porter Jr., I'll still remember the day. I'll still remember the moment. I think it was you that DM'd me. We were working together in full capacity.
I was in
but
Bath,
whatever.
England.
And I think it was you who wrote me, how am I supposed to feel about this?
Yes.
And I replied exactly how you feel.
Right.
Because it was such a double-edged, like, this is incredible, but also he has a broken back, so we don't really know. And I think that's been the whole MPJ experience, that exact sort of, feeling. He was part of this great team. He was in and out of the rotation or in and out of the lineup for several years as he was on the court, off the court, on the court, off the court. But at the end of the day, the Nuggets did something I never thought they would do, which is win an NBA championship. And they did it in large part because of what he delivered against the LA Lakers in the conference finals and all throughout the entire season.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a bad final series.
Shooting the ball. But he actually played good defense.
Rebounded well. I mean, I actually think he was pretty decent that playoff run. I think like all of the things that about Mike end up being true at the same time. Because of the surgeries, he was never anywhere close to the player that was once projected to go one. And because of the contract, he always sort of felt like a mistake, some sort of mistake or overpay or issue. But also, he was good enough that he was still worth drafting after he slid, then being able to draft him where they did after they slid.
Dude, it was.
They have a title now, and there are a lot of other factors, of course, but it happened. All of that happened, and they won a title together. That's a great outcome,
Absolutely.
and I think it's a better outcome now with this type of a good deal and not an ugly. Well, just for nothing.
Yeah.
Or he retires early, which again, guys, Porter has said after the title he almost retired.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think people realized how close this was to none of this happening at all. So congratulations to him for staying on the floor, for winning a title. And I think congratulations to the Nuggets for finding a good bit of business and a way out of this contract that was becoming an issue. So, and I can admit that as the biggest Porter believer. I think he has a really cool story. I think that he won a title in Denver makes it that much cooler. I think we'll remember him that way as Nuggets fans. And I also think the front office did the right thing today.
Yeah, I think it's a classic. You either die a hero or see yourself become the villain. Like, I think this is a perfect time for this transition to take place. I think there's a good chance that Michael Porter Jr. is going to.
I'm actually excited to watch him out there, man. Just with nothing to lose. Let it fire, man.
I kind of think he's going to cook out there. I do think like he'll get the ball more. He'll be given the opportunity to shoot more. But all things considered. I mean, I just don't know how you can look at this as anything other than just I am so floored, and I can't believe that the front office pulled this off. We weren't even like really talking about it. We just had sort of resigned ourselves to the idea that no trades were going to be happening.
Yep.
They said as much. So listen, congrats to you, Jean Benet. You are a master.
That's the other
of
wrinkle to this,
subterfuge.
dude. This new front office, these two guys have never been in these roles before, and they pull off these two deals. Maybe it's way easier than we think. I don't know. But give a lot of credit to them for getting this trade across the line. Look, this is a better trade than the Zach LaVine deal, which
Absolutely.
the Nuggets couldn't get across the line at the trade deadline
I'm glad
last
they didn't.
year.
I'm glad they didn't.
I'm very glad they didn't now. And they get this one there, which is just definitely a better deal, a cleaner deal. You don't have to take back any bad contracts.
And it feels like the right player.
Yes, and that is the thing.
Not just like,
Cam Johnson is
It's
a
a great-
better
it's a great
fit. I feel
return.
like. I mean, Zach LaVine, more ball handling, just, more off the bounce stuff. That's something the Nuggets still need to add. But now you have Bruce Brown who can fill in a little bit there too. This is a cleaner trade. I think a better trade. And
It's very clean, honestly. This
shout
is a
out
clean
to
trade.
the front office for pulling this off, man.
This is a very clean trade. I
Yeah.
kind of thought maybe there'd be
This is the
all these
classic-
moving parts and swaps and protections, and it's just clean.
It's a great return. That's kind of what I mean. There was a version of this where it's like, well, if they make this and then one other big trade.
Exactly.
But I think they
It's
sort
like
of,
they really believe in.
this is the softest landing for getting out of that Porter contract.
And it's honestly
while
good for him, too.
keeping a player around that could very well help. And,
Yep.
and so it's
It's good for Mike also. Like this honestly puts
Yeah.
him in a good position for his career. Like he's
I
entering
think
the
Mike
marketplace.
always wanted to spread his wings a little bit, and he's talked about. He's just turned 27 yesterday, was it? I think his birthday was yesterday. Turned 27. He's talked about only playing till 30.
Yeah.
There's only so much option you had.
Yeah,
If you're going to stay in Denver, you pretty much play your whole career. This will give him. 2, 3, 4 years, whatever is left in his career, it'll give him a chance of a new chapter to see what happens.
100%. I think it's a really nice outcome for almost every party, man. This is a good outcome for Porter. He got drafted by an organization that had a chance to win.
Yeah.
He won the first ever title alongside a historically great player as his sharpshooting option. And now he gets to head to Brooklyn, a nice fun market with lower pressure, lower expectations, and maybe just try to show what he still can do before it's time to hang them up. And which again was loomed over his entire career like a dark cloud. So that he got this out of it, that they got out of it, I am thankful for that.
Have the Nuggets won today so far?
I kind of
They
think
got the Shams
not
put
the whole
into
offseason.
context tweet.
Yeah.
Well, the Rockets made another move. They got
The
Clint
Rockets have had a
Capella.
good move. A good
Oh,
offseason,
man,
too.
another-
They just got Clint
Jesus,
Capella.
they have
We missed,
3
by the way,
centers?
Luke Cornett going for $41 million.
That's
to the
unbelievable.
Spurs. Good for Luke
Yeah,
Cornett.
not in the Nuggets range apparently.
Yeah,
Wow, that's insane.
to the Spurs.
Man, so
That's a good
Şengün, are they
player
going to
for
play only bully ball next year?
Wow.
The Rockets? The Rockets are building a team for Jokic because they're going to have Adam,
Yeah.
Şengün, and Capella. That's a lot, man. You could play Adams and
I
Capella.
feel like this was them last year. They just kept adding players. I'm like, how many goddamn roster spots do these guys have?
That is wild.
Capella going back to Houston.
Nuggets,
Unbelievable,
I still think
man.
the Nuggets need to find relief for Jokic. If they're counting on Deron Holmes to be that guy, I think that's going to be tough. They should. I mean, there's 2 roster spots open still because they've added 1. So there's 2 roster spots, assuming you don't make any other trades. There's still work to be done, and now I don't know how much money. We still don't have any clarifications on this Bruce Brown deal, do we?
God damn.
I don't think so. I have not seen any yet.
Well, because now apparently it takes 45 minutes to negotiate NBA deals.
There's so many people on Zoom right now. It's a little laggy.
the Zoom patch came out, and now the deals.
I will say this: Nuggets back in contention.
Oh,
Man, we're back.
Not
we're
that they
right
ever
there.
weren't.
Fire
Because
up, Cal!
not that they ever weren't, because last year they did take the champions to 7 games, and maybe could have come out the other side if it weren't for injuries. But it did feel a little bit like there were some teams passing them up. I look at what the Rockets did. I look at the Thunder coming back even stronger, and I say, you know what? Let's do it.
Tre Jones is reporting vet min for Bruce Brown.
Oh my God, dude!
Vet men.
What a
John
steal.
Benet.
1 year.
Benet.
What?
Stop.
Fine. BJ. Ben Wallace.
Better.
Man, this is really, really interesting.
So
really
now,
exciting.
we still have to
You got
really
money
like.
left.
Where'd you
We,
see
we
that?
still got to find out what the cap situation looks like, but they definitely still have the taxpayer MLE available. They might have the bigger MLE available as well, which is like a $12 million salary spot. You can get somebody real with that kind of money.
Bruce Brown's been trying to come back to Denver since the moment he signed the deal.
I know.
Remember he came back to Happy Camper like that summer?
Yeah.
Wait, somebody make a Nathan for you meme.
The plan?
The plan. Get
So
a huge
multiple reports
contract
now.
and
I'm seeing one from
absolutely tank your value.
Sam
if you
Amick
put
as well
terrible
that
play.
says it's a minimum.
Okay, wow.
What an incredible deal. What an incredible deal to get him. I think he's going to be good again. I really
Of
do.
course.
I think he's going to be right back to being good. Vet minimum.
That's unbelievable.
Ben, Tenzer, John Wallace. People are going to have to maybe Josh Kroenke found another first-time GM to come in. And,
I'm telling you, everyone like at a certain point, people are going to be like, fine. Like when they won the championship, everyone's like, fine.
Yeah.
I guess they're good.
I love how everyone's referring to Brucey B as a fan favorite. I just like Shams.
Nuggets fan favorite.
Where did you guys see that it's a minimum?
I saw so Sam Amick.
Oh, so it's a max.
Oh wow, man, that is so dope, man.
So dope, man. They're the Nuggets.
We're back.
Man,
We're back
they,
in contention.
They listened to us on this one.
All right, should we do our recap show now since these are the big moves?
Yeah,
Or
we
keep
could
it
probably
rolling?
break, even though we do have 2.6K watching.
Oh man,
Let's hang out for like 10 more minutes, see if anything else happens, and then we'll also do we're doing a whole hour-long recap show after this as well.
yeah, this is such great news. I might have to get dinner before that.
Oh my
Okay.
God, dude. Hey,
I
listen.
have to celebrate a cowboy
Ultra
burger.
cheesy fried chicken sugar
Yo,
pizza on me,
I mean,
guys.
we got to name something at the bar after Bruce Brown now.
I know the return. Something
Yeah.
about a return.
Oh yeah, dude. Or just all brown alcohol is like now It will make a return back up your esophagus.
Man, this is such a great reunion. I'm curious what else is coming, though. Curious what else is coming. Backup center, to me, I still look at it and say they need somebody to spell Yoke. Yoke cannot play as many minutes as he did this year with that load.
I agree. And look, I've scanned the backup center market a lot. A lot of people were like, oh, you don't have any backup centers on your top 10 free agents available. I don't think there's really that many guys out there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Backup center is very thin right now.
The Rockets have them all.
I think if you can trade for a backup center, that's a better route to go.
Yeah.
We've got like 30 super chats too, guys.
Let's get to some
start
of them.
doing those. Yeah.
I mean, we've got 3,000 people watching. Should we? I mean,
Should we just start our new
yeah.
show
Like,
now?
why don't we just make this the show?
We could
right.
do that. Yeah.
I do technically have to kill the stream and go back up for fast channels.
All right, well, let's do these super chats. Mixer 29904. Love from Sombor, by the way. Horse I had money on won over Jokic's horse a few days ago. So here's
You
some
bet
of
against Jokic?
Here's some of those Serbian dinars from that bet. Dude,
Oh, hell
thank you.
yeah.
And also watch your back.
Yeah, I know, dude. What the heck?
I have a
careful.
quick,
We don't want
I
your
have a quick
blood
question
money.
for you. A little report. I don't know if this is out there, but I think it is kind of known. This year, teams are bringing back one of their city jerseys. They get to pick which one it is.
Yeah.
Should the Nuggets bring back the COVID blues now? Because they won in them. They
No,
got-
I
bring
think
back
it's
the
already
black.
been reported. It's the black.
It is the black
Skylines.
zone. It's already the black
I mean,
ones.
not
I was just gonna
100%,
say
but
from
that was the
sentimental
leak.
value now.
Do you understand why I was so angry when they released that and then wore it? Because now it's codified and
It's the championship COVID
minted.
blues, man. I'm telling
Which
you.
again, that jersey would be fine without that stupid gradated whatever.
Dan Cayley 213. Okay, fellas, settle a bet for me. Who makes a better real life butthead from Beavis and Butthead? Mikey Day from SNL or Chet Holmgren?
Chat.
VA Tiger AU sent a range of snacks that Aussies always fight about, e.g., you'll need to officially proclaim the best Arnott's shapes, pizza, barbecue,
Or chicken crimpy?
chicken crimpy.
I already know it's chicken crimpy.
Yeah, chicken crimpy. Big Honey 15, I will forever cherish. Mike.
I know, Mike. One last time. Mike. Yeah, Mike.
Evan Malakowski knew Cam Johnson at Pitt before he transferred to UNC. Great guy, great get. He's a better fit than MPJ and makes the Nuggets a more well-rounded team. Mile High Minor, I understand the move and it had to be made, but damn, this hurts.
It does.
It does hurt.
MPJ
For
gave
sure.
everything and he had, and he risked his health for us. Gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Appreciate the perspective.
I
I,
know,
think
it's
it's the
true.
right one. I think
It's true.
both of
It's
these
true.
things.
And he was given a lot of money.
That too. Tyler P. Yeah, handsomely compensated for his efforts. You know what though? Some guys take the money and also don't try. So. Tyler Peters 2820. Cam Johnson does average 4 less rebounds per game in his career than Mike. That's not nothing. Still think you do this trade 100 times out of 100.
Yeah, you are losing rebounding. Absolutely. Cam Johnson's not really a guy who
Bruce can
likes to get in the paint and be physical,
Yeah.
but you have Bruce who can pick up some slack there.
Yeah, but you also lost Russ, who rebounded. So, I mean, I think it's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
Porter
Yeah, no,
may be
for
better
sure.
at the rim, too, like Adam talked about. You're going to see some differences. I mean,
P-Watt's got to get bigger, man. He's
and
got to
teams
rebound.
might not guard Cam Johnson quite as tightly, but we'll see. Maybe in a Jokic system, he earns that same rep as a shooter. Obviously, he has a great one already. Fentanyl Jones, 6956. That's a ridiculous name.
I know,
just
Jones.
say- yeah,
6956. Come on,
Jones. Got our YM3 guy, Chip, incoming. Smuggett's Gold. Nuggets are back. What a trade.
I can't believe we're back.
Trisket.
We're so
What
back.
a day, man.
We're so
can't
fired
believe
up.
we are
Fired
back.
up, Kale. Fired up.
Oh my God! I did not think we were coming back.
Trisket 1515. When comparing Cam and Mike's stats, they are very similar. The main difference is one played with Joker and one did not. A lot of upside for Cam. Yeah, also Cam has his vertebrae. So that should help too. Michael Porter Truther. Thank you to the number 8 EFG percentage player in NBA history, our second leading rebounder and third leading scorer for the first championship, and the mentally, physically toughest guy to put on the jersey. Love you, number 1.
How did you have
Love
time
you.
to type all of that out, Vogt?
Listen, I'm not the only one.
Shout out to Michael
I'm
Porter
not
for
the only one.
probably the last
there are
super chat he'll
dozens of
leave
us.
on this
Dozens.
show.
I'm not.
No,
there are
I'm just
a lot of
kidding.
people-
I know.
A lot
I'm
of people appreciate
kidding.
what Mike brought to the
I
table.
am one of them.
A stray 45-25. So this is also potentially opens up a charge buyout. That'd be cool. Johnny Keene, thank God you guys didn't end the stream. Fire, LFG.
That would have been wild.
King Koopa, Cam Johnson, and Bruce Brown on my birthday. LFG, happy birthday, brother or sister. Harlow in Alaska. I always want to say Arkansas. It's Alaska. What an amazing day. The Nuggets are back, but D-Line, can you please do an MPJ tribute shirt? Gonna miss that dude.
Absolutely not.
PHNFN 2022-44, close enough. The team I fell deeply in love with 5 years ago is officially no more.
That's how it works.
I am excited for this season, but it won't be the same without MPJ.
I was just like trying to process the idea that the Nuggets to me are the core four guys. Like that is the Nuggets with other players that play around him. MPJ, like I was just looking, I had a shirt that I was folding and putting away, and it was one from our guy Alec Gwynn, and he made a shirt that was a bunch of heads inside one another, sort of a nesting Russian doll, and it was the core, and it's a clever idea, and it's like MPJ's side profile was like part of that, and it's like, damn, like this is truly the end of an era.
Yeah, it is, man. But the more I like have thought about it over the last couple of years, like I was holding on to that as well, but it just seemed like it was probably just going to be the Jokic era or Jokic Murray.
And it feels like I mean, I agree with you too. And I felt the same way about KCP in a way where I was like, man, he just feels, this, that.
He was there for a year. We're like, whoa.
But yeah, I mean, the drafting all the guys and and
growing your own dude.
It's Gordon is traded for now. Cam Johnson's traded for, right? I mean, it's
the whole roster, really. I mean, I guess
it's
Jokic and Murray.
And also a little different. It's just a little different. That's all. And it could be a lot better. Colfax mode, drunk on vibes. This is a $50 super chat. This
Let's
50
go.
spot is for saving $15 million. The Lucy.
I love us celebrating the savings.
I know. As long as they do stuff with it. Alex Bordek, 2547. D-line, we need a Bruce's back shirt. Big Honey 15, trading that 2032 first round pick equals F them kids.
Them literal children.
Jack Dutcher, 6451. Who would you give the best chance to beat OKC out of Denver, Houston, Minnesota?
Denver!
I think I think the first two are the answer still right now.
I'm so excied for Cam Johnson, man.
I think it could be awesome. Mr. Panda Sea Trees? I don't know, man. As the only Nuggets and Nets fan alive, I am losing my marbles. Biggest Nuggets.
You might be.
You're definitely correct.
Yeah, this
in
is
that
accurate, I think.
Biggest Nuggets player personnel change since AG. You guys
true.
will love Cam. His intangibles are underrated.
Whew.
I think he's going to be a great Denver.
Bro,
Nugget.
I mean, like, this is...
Cam Johnson, the other thing, and Mike was this as well. Great locker room guy. Like, he's not going to, cause a scene. He's no drama.
Yes.
He's like that. Yeah, he's like a good guy.
Yep.
I'm sure
Great
Mike
dude.
was like
really
that as
smart
well.
dude, too, man.
Damn.
He's in the podcast game.
This is great, man.
Are we done?
No, sorry. Do Nuggets get bird rights on Cam with this deal? I have no idea.
We don't know how the NBA works anymore.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I actually think yes,
You
but
have him
he's
for
not
two-
up for 2 more years, so
Yeah, we got
don't have
some
to worry
time.
about that for a bit.
You can't make plans in the NBA beyond 2 years anymore.
Yeah.
The long view is gone.
Getting off Porter's contract is
I
huge.
cannot believe they got off that contract.
Oh,
I can't believe
And
they
he
got off
didn't
that
even
contract.
have to take back a bad one.
I
Well, yeah,
cannot
that's the
believe
thing.
it.
They actually didn't get off. They got a player. They got a return.
That's what
You
I
know what
mean.
I mean? Like they were good.
Oh, yeah, they didn't trade him
it's
for
like
space.
better than actually
Right.
getting off the
It
contract.
wa-
Like,
yeah, it
next
wasn't
year,
like
next year it was
take Reggie
expiring.
Jackson.
Like they were going to get off of this
Yeah.
one way or another, but they got a very good approximate player.
I think Yoke's going to love him, man.
I
That's
do.
part
Yeah,
of what's so
I do
cool.
Me too. Great off-ball mover, smart player. Yeah.
Okay, what else do we got? Sorry, the Joshua Steele of Denver has the full MLE. What is your list?
I did not even think of anybody for the full MLE because I was not expecting this. Did Luke Kennard go anywhere yet?
So I think Denver only has a portion of the full MLE that they're able to
Okay.
award, but nonetheless, it's more than what they were
Is
thinking.
Luke Kennard
so.
still out there though?
Yes.
That would be a weird though. Him, because you still have Strother.
Yeah, like,
and
you don't need-
P-Watt.
with-
Now
if you get
they're
Cam
out of
Johnson,
guards.
you
You
don't
need a
need-
center. You need
Yeah.
a big.
Yeah, you need a big probably.
I'm saying get Larry Nance.
Larry Nance.
He's a
hey, man.
minimum guy though.
Yeah.
There's no way you're giving a ton of money.
Hey, they
to
got
him.
2 spots.
Yeah, I mean,
Can we also get Mark Williams?
Yvonne MBG 6212. After 2 years, no more project bullshit from the front office. It's project retooling. Nothing personal against MPJ,
Project
but
dopamine,
you had
in
to
effect.
sacrifice one of the top 4 guys to fix our roster. It is true. That is true.
You know what? I'll tell you, like that.
Revenge season incoming.
I just felt my first drops of dopamine since the end of the
Dude, Project Dopamine.
Wait, is Eric back?
Project
Eli's back.
I did. I just felt a little dropping back.
Man, what else we got? Keep it going. Keep it going.
Okay.
Everybody, if you're new to the show, by the way, we do this literally 5 times a week,
Well,
all
not
year
this.
long, no breaks. Well, not a live stream like this, but we talk about the Nuggets 5 times a week. We do all kinds of cool stuff, so make sure you're subscribed. Trust me, you're going to want to be here.
Oh, we finally got something to write about too. So keep your eyes peeled, diehards. It's Maddox. Such a great trade. I'll miss Mike, but we got better and we got Bruce back too. And now with that contract gone, we can sign even more depth. LFG.
It's so true.
With Bruce Brown taking them in, who else can we get? All the people we've talked about in the taxpayer range. And we'll talk more about it on the next show we do here. Because, again, we are going to do our actual show today in a bit. At Dusty Old Cowtown, sad day. No more never swing the rock memes.
Oh, man. Hey, Cam Johnson, I think, I mean, he's going to... I think he's going to fit in. I think he's going to fit in.
A super chat that I strongly
Do
agree
we have
with.
the smartest offense now in the NBA?
Do we have the greatest front office ever assembled?
A super chat that I strongly agree with and did not write comes to us from Michael Porter Truther. He gave it all he had, one leg, one arm, half a spine, and he was outscoring James Harden, fighting Lou Dort for loose balls and step backs over Kawhi. He went out on his shield. A lesser man quits.
Oh, I love that
A
line.
lesser man quits in 2021. That part is true.
Yeah, I love that.
That part
I
is
love
true.
that
Unless
line.
a player does
He
quit.
played-
By the way, the big deal here, the Clippers got Brooke Lopez. I mean,
Damn it.
Just another center. I mean, all the West. How is it? There's like
Brooke
3.
Lopez. That would have been the dream get.
Yeah, that would have been the dream
absolute
get.
dream get.
How is it? There's like 3 centers in the Eastern Conference total, and every team in out West has 4, except for the Nuggets who have 1.
I mean, that is a weird spot for
Bro.
Brooke Lopez to go, considering they have Zubats there.
And it's
I know,
only, he's
but
only making $9
now
million
they have
a
another
year.
one.
Only $9
But he
million
couldn't
a
get
year.
a starting job?
No.
Interesting. Lakers must be zeroing in on Ayton.
Josh Thorson, our homie, tell me how to feel. I think excited while also sad. What do you feel? Is sadness when someone leaves? Loss. Excited, but there's loss. There's loss as a Nuggets fan. For
Yeah.
sure.
It's like if your aunt dies, but then you trade for a better aunt.
Yeah, it's not like that at all. Not a good analogy. Not a good analogy at all. 5555555-ish. What an eventful day this turned out to be.
God
Thanks,
damn.
MPJ, for all the great moments, memes, and curiosity. You will always be remembered as a champion and a Nugget. Welcome back, Bruce. Mike Nietz, 2317, Jokic extension next. Jokic extension will be offered, and that's really up to Jokic how he wants to play it. You know, in terms of
This is-
accepting it,
I mean,
declining, and signing the next one.
Yoke's got to be pumped about this deal, I would think.
Dusty Old Cowtown. True, Kroenke's beating the Mizzou allegations here. Kroenke's slowly shedding the Mizzou ties.
Did we bully the Cronkies into it?
Tiki.
They did add. They did add the Mizzou guy though.
They
to
were
the-
just testing the water. So let's add one two-way Mizzou guy and see how it goes.
Right. Oh, they didn't like it. All right, we got to trade Mike. Tiki ASMR, 34-year-old Jordan McRae is still available.
Oh man.
Oh man.
$10 from SSJ95, thank you. And Kelly Mossman, 3455 with $2 chiming in, just to get a name up there.
Holy smokes.
Oh, should we do a show, you guys?
Wow, what a show. Thanks for everybody hanging out with us on this live watch along.
We're gonna do another live show.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
yeah,
We gotta eat.
we're gonna get. I'm gonna go get a water for sure.
I'm gonna go smoke a pack of cigarettes.
I know. I feel like I need a cigarette.
And we're gonna
Might
be
do that.
right back. We will have the link right up on our YouTube channel right now, so you can wait on that show. We'll be back very shortly to recap and talk more about Bruce Brown and Cam Johnson and Michael Porter Jr. Thanks for tuning in. Talk soon.
Oh my god. Man.
We all silly like the mayor.